And we're live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. I can't forget my barbers in the barbershops. Shout out to the beauticians in the beauty salons. Shout out to the AC techs. Shout out to the engineers. Shout out to the heavy equipment operators and construction workers. Shout out to the chefs in kitchens, secretaries in offices. Shout out to the strippers on poles. Whatever it is you do for a living, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person if that's you. I could not possibly shout out every single person or profession because there are so many professions out there. So, of course, I leave out a lot of professions. But if you get up and get out and go to work on a daily basis to get your dollars and cents together, then you are who we're talking about, right? Big up to you. Shout out to the people who go work for what they want. You're not robbing, stealing from anybody. You're not that kind of a conniving person scheming and scamming to get yours. You actually get up and go work to get yours. Productivity and progress is what we deal with. By the sweat of a man's brow, so shall he eat bread. Right? All right. And that's what we represent, and that's who we are. Shout out to everybody tuning in this morning to this live. Today is March 31st. All the bills are due at this point. You have until midnight tonight or tomorrow morning at the latest because they're normally due on the 1st or whatever else may be. One thing don't stop is the bills, don't it? All right. It's been a super busy week for me. I don't know about you, but we're hanging in there and we're doing the best we can with what we have. And all in all, we're still thankful. Miss Goldie Robinson, big up yourself. Thank you for being the first one in the chat this morning. I appreciate you greatly. 2Irie181 is also in the chat with us this morning. PG is in the building with us this morning. That is Pussy G. Pussy G is in the building with us this morning. S Diva is in the building with us this morning. Top of the morning to everyone, S Diva says. Big up yourself, S Diva. Pussy G says, be your upments. All right, Sharon Spence is in the building with us this morning. Pussy G is asking again, can anyone see her? Please tell her if y'all can see her. Comment, not on the screen, but in the chat. Anthony Vaz is in the building with us this morning. Big up yourself, Anthony Vaz. 2Irie. You're the finest is in the building with us this morning. Great goodies. Big up yourself. Black Eagle is in the building with us this morning. Thank you for being here as well. I'm going to give Pussy G some feedback, please. Let her know if you can see her or not. Audrey says, since me did all the way in your mouth and not listening to you this morning, good thing me check or me would have missed the start of the live. Big up yourself, Audrey. Thank you for big up yourself and thank you for being here bright and early. Please hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live, please. Today is a new day. Give thanks for life. Today is a new day. Give thanks for life. All praises to the Lord, me safe and me sanctified. Now make them stress me. Not true? We are all of vibes. With PG and Mistress B, me mortified. Yeah, PG, big up yourself. PG is wanting to know if y'all can see her. Pussy G, if y'all can see her in the chat. Because her comments weren't showing up before. I was the only person who could see it, and one and two other persons could see it, but majority of people can't see her chat. Oh man, she says, I guess I'm still in the doghouse. That sucks. Why is that though? Nans, big up yourself. Pussy G, did you unsubscribe and completely and resubscribe again? If I were you, I would just take away everything because I feel bad that you're not being seen and there's nothing I can do about it. So if I were you, I would just undo everything, unsubscribe, undo the, Nobody else has that complaint. So I don't know what the issue is, and I did not block you. Simon G, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. Nancy's in the building. Nancy's saying good morning to a couple of people as well. Carissa Smith is with us this morning. Raddy's daughter is in the building saying morning to all. Audrey, she said good morning to a whole lot of people with the ats. Big up on yourself. Who else is here that we need to shout out this morning before we go any further? Let me see. Nisha is in the building with us this morning. Banches is in the building with us this morning. I did say Senior Sexy. Senior Sexy is in the building with us. Unstoppable Josh is in the building with us this morning. Big up yourself, Unstoppable Josh. Thank you for being here. Who else is here this morning? Lady J is in the building with us this morning. Lady J, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Rasta Caribbean is in the building with us this morning. And P Niles 123 is in the building with us this morning. Sonia Unstoppable is also with us this morning. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. If I didn't call your name, it's because you probably entered the chat way after. We can't call everybody's name because the list long and we want to get started. Come through with the movie star smile, SouFLo. After one bag of headache and running up and down, we finally got it fixed right. You know what I mean? I can actually really bite now properly and eat my food properly. And that thing there. I got some more work to be done, but that's in the back. I have 2 implants to do and 1 crown in the back. So I can smile and open up my mouth and these things. But either way, the message is just to invest in yourself a little bit and take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? I said it before, I'll say it again. I intend to age gracefully. I'm not going to cry out this stinker. We can't stop it. None of us will escape here alive. So you might as well take care of the one body you have while you're here. You know what I mean? And look the best you can while you are here. I can see her on the screen, but not in the chat. That's a feedback for Pussy G. She said she thinks she's still in the doghouse. Karen Notice came back as a new member. Karen Notice used to be here all the time. These things do happen. Karen, big up yourself and thank you for being here. Nisha, big up yourself. Nisha, big up a bag of people in here this morning. Nobody got to tear up your bone now. I swear, I have to remember not to do that. Grace James, thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. And again, if I didn't call your name, I probably missed it. Me, I them cast early in the morning or something like that. I feel like I need a cup of coffee, but I'm still energy up. Black Eagle, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Marilyn Grant's in the building, and that's the last big up we're going to give before we get into our topics this morning. I got a couple of topics on the table for us this morning. The topics are as follows, and you will choose where I start, and then I will sip tea for 60 seconds and then decide which one it is going to be. All right? So we have Buju Banton gets no apologies on the table this morning. Buju Banton issued a stern warning to those spreading certain information on social media to take legal action, and also issued an ultimatum to Wayne Wonder in their Buju Banton Wayne Wonder fracas that was going back and forth. And Buju has not received any of the things of the ultimatum that he demanded or else. So the question of the day today is, now that he has not received any of it, and we're going to talk about what all of it was, where do we go from here? Right? So Buju Banton gets no apology is the first one, or you can just put in Buju. Don't start yet. I'll tell you when to start because we have to count the 60 seconds equally for everybody. All right? And you can put in who you want as many times as you want to. So if I end up seeing 100 Buju and only 2 of the other topics is Buju, it's going to be. All right? Rules of engagement. Buju Banton gets no apology. That's one. The other one is Shanoya Douglas. Shanoya Douglas is a young sprint sensation out of Jamaica. Ran a spectacular race, broke some record, this, that, and the other. But her diet that she came out to reveal is what is more shocking to everybody than anything else. So Shanoya, Buju, Airbnb. I'll just leave the Airbnb one as a surprise something about Airbnb Jamaica. Or Andrew Holness' speech or I won't even tell you what the Andrew Holness speech is until we get into it. I'll just say this. I was copied. But it's okay to be copied because it tells you that, especially to be copied by people in positions of power who can actually make change, because it tells you that they are listening, and they might not say to you that they heard it from you and you make sense. They'll just regurgitate as if it was theirs, but that's cool. I don't want no credit for it. I just want to see it done, right? So Andrew Holness' speech, and then firefighter killed in Love Triangle. So you have firefighter killed in Love Triangle. You have Andrew Holness' speech. You have Buju Banton gets no apology. You have the Jamaican sprinter Shanoya Douglas. And you have Airbnb. You have 5. The time starts. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's see that change. What? Now, go. You have 60 seconds to choose where we start, and we'll start there. Let me see. Shanoya, name. Oh, wow. As Diva said, that's the name she give people when she don't want to tell them our real name. What's up, Shorty? How you doing? I'm saying, what's your name? She said, Shanoya. Lion girl. All right, what with that? Mr. Buju. Lord of mercy. I'll be a Buju up on the screen. Lord of mercy. Buju the Banton. Buju. Okay, am I getting 2 Shanoyas? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Buju, 1 firefighter. Sprinter get 3. Buju again. The Love Triangle, which is the firefighter, gets 2. Buju 4, 5, 6. Sprinter again. Sprinter gets another 1. Buju. Sprinter gets another 1. Buju gets 2 more. Buju. Condro. Somebody get Andrew 1. Andrew gets 1. Buju, we are 37 seconds in and counting. 38. Keep going. 39. 40. Buju. Let me start queuing up the Buju, because I'm Buju. Who put Nikki in there? Buju, we are 15 seconds to go. Runner gets another 1. Buju it is again. Buju again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Another Buju. 3, 2, 1. And Buju it is. This is what it came down to. Firefighter got 3 for the firefighter killed in the Love Triangle. Andrew Holness got 2. The sprinter got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And Buju Banton got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 26. Buju Banton it is. All right. Very active on the Buju. Gargamel, you're a topic. You're a hot topic, sir. Step to the front of the class. All right. So, for those of you who don't know, this is how the story goes. Buju Banton did a interview / vlog with a very popular American individual with Caribbean roots himself, Queen's Flip. And then he said some things on that interview that sparked controversy. Shortly after Buju finished his interview, a person alleged to be Wayne Wonder's, Wayne Wonder, no letting go, no holding back. Wayne Wonder, yeah. Wayne Wonder's wife actually took to social media to say, I'm only going to leave this up here for 42 hours, 72 hours, something like that. She's only going to leave it up here for 48 hours. Let's say that. A couple of hours. Because this Buju Banton, this call him a name, something does not deserve to be on Wayne's page. So she was typing on her husband's page. However, in the process of doing that, along with a couple of voice notes and all that, she revealed or said a bunch of things, to include some things that are very defamatory. Cut straight to the chase, Buju was actually accused of being a rapist who had raped multiple women on multiple occasions. Buju was also accused of being a murderer who killed somebody or a couple of people in particular. One, she said she could remember how him get the man them to cut up the African man or cut out the African man belly, something like that. And along the lines of those things, he's also accused of being a drug dealer, and he is also accused of being a thief. That's a lot of stuff to be accused of. Well, you know how our demographic stays already. People already took it and ran with it. They're like, if it no go so, it's something close to it go so. If you never sit down under foul roofs, foul couldn't shit by you. So anyway you see smoke, fire there. That, you know, that, and honestly speaking, a lot of the times I've come to realize, especially I learned this lesson after it was done to me. If you know go so, it close for go so. No, sometimes nothing no go so. Sometimes nothing don't go so at all. But you won't know it until you've been through it, right? Anyway, people took it and they drag it and they're like, yes, we know, so the boy a cokehead long time and probably still a sell coke, watching behavior, all this. It wasn't a good look for Buju, right? After those accusations were made. You know, people like to live in your past, and Buju has been to prison in the United States of America where he did time for drug trafficking offenses, and then he was allowed to self-deport to Jamaica, and then he made his way back into the United States of America, and now him look like him very much here in the United States of America, doing big things and traveling to other places around the world as well. With that said, Buju found it quite offensive, and I did too. They were ghastly accusations, and who they were coming from is what make people believe say there could be some truth to it. If it was just a random person like a vlogger who don't even know Buju in a real life, I said something like that, you could have easily dismissed it as, do you even know the guy? You know him? Have you ever hung out with him? Does he know you? But when you're talking about somebody who has known you for over 30 years, and you have been close to their significant other, the only significant other you know that they have ever been with for over 30 years, it kind of holds weight when that person says, no, I'm not saying what she said was true or false. I'm just saying what she said kind of holds weight in the eyes of the public because of who it was coming from. You know what I mean? If somebody who was close to me, who were no longer close, started saying things about me, let me tell you about SouFLo. Remember, you know, me and him did a friend for 24 years. Remember how they used to see me around him all the time? Everybody is going to be leaning in like, if anybody know nothing about him, is this person. Because the two of them used to close. You see what I'm saying? I said it when everything got said. I said, wait. This is a defamation of character lawsuit that is waiting to happen. I said it on day one. This is a defamation of character lawsuit waiting to happen. And I used the Cardi B versus the Tasha K vlogger getting sued, and Cardi B, who did not need $3.4 million because she probably have about $3.4 million worth of cars alone around one of her properties somewhere or something like that. She took her to task in court and actually won that money, which tells me that the court system will award the person a huge amount of money that you can't even afford to pay. So you have to be careful what you say about people. Well, by the next day or 2 days past, Buju Banton gathered his legal team and they put out notice for one, anybody out here who is taking that information and the material and spreading it and trying to act as if it is credible, right, could be damaging to his character. So the legal team said they are watching social media closely for anybody out there who is circulating this material and how they are doing it. And I said, warning, if you don't have them kind of money there to fight somebody like a reggae icon like Buju Banton on a defamation lawsuit, it's best you leave that content alone, right? Somebody jumped on and said, well, SouFLo, that means that you need to take it down too. I don't need to take it down because I never took the content and said, true enough, him do it enough. Yeah, I said, listen to what this woman is saying. Then I said, oh my gosh, this is serious shite. Then I said, this is a defamation suit waiting to happen. That's what I said. So me not have to take it down. I wasn't using it to tarnish his name. And I didn't have anybody believing that it was credible or true. Right? Right. With that said, Buju issued an ultimatum along with his legal team. The ultimatum was, you have until XYZ day, which is the day already passed a couple of days ago. He said that they had, Wayne and his wife needed to do these three things. One, they were to remove the accusation from the writing part of it. They were to remove it from social media altogether, off of their site. Them can't remove it from everywhere because, why, it's Buju Banton. Buju is a icon. You're talking about Grammy winner. You're talking about Buju Banton. It gone far enough. Have it. The internet is unforgiving and wicked, and it keeps perfect score as well, or perfect record as well. So once you drop something and 10,000 people pick it up, good luck getting it off the internet. It's there everywhere. But he wanted them specifically to remove it. Well, nothing wasn't going to happen there already, because I already said when they put it up with a notice that it would already be up only for a few hours. So I was expecting it to be taken down already. But the other two, he demanded that they recant their statement. Now, to recant your statement, you must come back to the same public that you spewed that stuff to. And you have to say to them, I am taking back everything I said. That is what recant means. It means to take back. Like, you know, some man a take it back, then buy the woman something nice, and then when she don't want him no more, him want to take back him things. Yes, when you give out those kind of statements and you're asked to recant them or demanded to recant them, you have to take it back. So they were supposed to come out and take it back and say, we take back everything we said. It's not true. We were just taking it back. We're taking it back because we did say them, because we did angry, and blah, blah, blah. They haven't done such thing. They haven't done that. The third thing they were supposed to do was to apologize publicly. So you diss me in a public, so you're going to have to apologize to me in public before the same public. I don't want no quiet behind the scene apology. I need an apology up front, where everybody who heard you say those ghastly things you said will also hear you apologize and see you recant those statements. Tick, tick, tick. Time gone. They did no such thing either. So there was no public apology for Buju. You're supposed to come out and say, we apologize. We did not mean to. We realize that this can be very damaging, not only on a personal level, but on his professional level as well. It can do this, that, and that to his career. It can cause him this, that, and whatever. We sincerely apologize. I would have niced that up long time and said, Buju has been a friend of ours for many years. And of course, you know, like all relationships, at some point, relationships go through their issues. Ours was going through some misunderstandings, and we could have handled it better. And we regret putting out this type of a statement and recanting. We're taking this back. So please just know that when we said it, it was out of anger. It wasn't anything factual. I apologize. That's what Buju was looking for. Some kind of something like that. Him not get none of that. So where do we go from here? Buju Banton got further backlash for his answer to what was said about him. Because remember, you know, Buju never answered nicely. He was not diplomatic. He was very crass in his response, to the point where a lot of his female fans, I saw comments, oh my God, is this how he treats women? Listen to the way he's talking. I saw one woman said, what did she say? She had her and 12 friends were bringing a girls group to Buju's next concert, and they all decided to return their tickets, and lucky they had insurance upon them purchase, so them get back them tickets. You know, people can't say anything on social media. They probably didn't buy any tickets in the first place, is what I said to Shakira, to wifey, because we talked about it. You know, I was like, damn, a whole 12 in a one go, just cancel tickets and take back money. So The lady said, I asked her, I said, why? She said, listen to how he's talking. He's telling the woman about she must go make a man fuck her in her hole and she must go suck some hood. When since Rasta talk about suck hood and these things, and I was like, I was flabbergasted too. I was clutching my pearls and I don't wear pearls, you know, like, whoa. I wish Buju had not said it in that way. But sometimes people get you angry and you say some things. And you have to just release that off of your chest, you know. I tell people all the time, I think every Jamaican that I know stay the same way. I don't care if them thump Bible. I don't care if they are, hi, good morning, how are you this morning? That is only for them. If you get on them wrong side, may I tell you, you know, or if you violate them in any way, majority of Jamaicans have that in them and it's going to come out. It is not for us to say how violated Buju must have felt. Hearing that voice note coming from who it came from and where it was. And one of his longtime good friend, now turned not friend no more site, where you could hear him being accused of ghastly things. You know, somebody lick you, them can't tell you how to feel it, you know. Them thump you and them will tell you, say, oh, that was a 2. And you're like, no, it wasn't. It hurt like shit. That was a 10. You know what I mean? You can't tell somebody how to feel pain or what level of pain them should feel or how deep to take a diss. That was a diss, and it was a big diss. And I was looking around thinking, you know, how is he going to handle this? But boy, when him come out to the video, he was pretty upset. Buju was pretty upset. Now, people are saying they're not apologizing because they have grounds to countersue as well, because of the way how Buju responded. They have grounds to countersue as well. So if Buju is going to sue them for calling him all these things or making these accusations publicly, as if they have proof and as if it is solid and true, then he also could be sued. But I'm listening to what Buju said, and I'm thinking, where is the grounds for them to countersue? I clearly see, I'm not an attorney, but I clearly see grounds for Buju to sue for defamation of character. I clearly see grounds there. I don't really see the grounds for Wayne and his wife to sue, countersue for defamation of character. Well, Wayne could probably sue because Buju made the accusation about his wife sleeping with promoters to get shows for him. You know? So that could have been, I don't know, constituted as, but I don't know if he could prove that that cost him anything. Because I think it must affect your income, it must affect your, it have to affect your life and your emotional well-being and all these other kind of things. Your professional circle, it has to affect. Buju could easily show, even if he was to make it up, he could easily show this has affected. Listen, I had a show that was booked. The world is, I not say this is more doing up. I'm just hypothetically speaking. I could go to one of my promoter friend and say, yo, drop some paper and 2 flyer and say, yo, I was supposed to be booked for this show. Make the date the show a month after them do them accusation. And then cancel. All right. Forward some money in my account and then they're going to send it back to you. Write me a letter where say, boom, we're going to split that income here now. Write me a letter where say, based on certain things that recently went down, we are forced to cancel your, you know, we can no longer accommodate because we fear as promoters that women might show up and Me Too movement might show up. The women were going crazy. Oh my God, he speaks to women like that? You know, I used to love Buju. I used to think, but I am totally disappointed. As a matter of fact, I'm a bit hurt. And then you heard others who were like, I just took all his music off my playlist. I'm like, damn, it did all that. I canceled tickets to concert, music removed from playlists. Now, a promoter or two could have possibly get up and say, we didn't want the smoke and the drama, and those accusations are super serious. We don't want anybody looking at us like we're backing a rapist and a drug dealer and XYZ. So I'm sorry, until he could work that out, we had to cancel the show. Then he can go to the courts and say, listen, this cost me 1.2 million US dollars in income that was lined up already. I don't know how Wayne and his wife would spin this in court to make it a defamation lawsuit. But I clearly see where Buju could actually take this to court and win. The question is, now that they have not apologized and now that they have not met the ultimatum that was given, what happens from here? Raddy's daughter said, I can't believe it is all lies. Buju is my artist, but he is covering. He could have handled it better. Well, in this one, quite honestly, now that we've had days to think about this, in this one, Raddy's daughter, I am gonna side with Buju a little bit, like this. It's hard to handle something like that when those accusations go out there. Because at first you think, right, when the accusations fly out, the first thing you have to think is that, you know what? Like water off a duck's back, me not make it bother me. Me say what me saying in my interview, them not like it, so what? I spoke my truth. Leave it, I'm moving on to bigger projects. But anytime you double back and you realize that it is now hurting your brand, which is your bread and butter, then it kind of take on a different meaning to you. So for Buju probably doubled back and saw the backlash that was coming from it. And that's why he responded in the way that he responded. You know what I mean? Again, you lick somebody lightly, it don't really hurt them. They might say, oh yeah, don't do that again, man. But if you lick them and it really hurt them, bye! They're trying to kill you. Or they looking like, me have to lick your back. Me have to lick your back, and we all lick so. That hurt, right? It's, I can't say him could have handled it better. I could say Jack Cure could have handled his situation better. But me can't say Buju could have handled that better. It was in social media space and he chose to deal with it in social media space. Kind of like doing his own damage control. And you know how people wicked? The people them will say stuff like this. You notice them not say nothing. When you see them don't have nothing to say, it's because it's true. It's because them have proof. That's why I'm not have nothing to say. That's why I'm so quiet. Anytime you don't respond, it could be a backlash for you too. Right? Yes, Nance. He responded in an emotional he responded in an emotional manner. And boy, sometimes it's just not good to respond in an emotional manner, you know, because all your emotions are flying. All your emotions are flying. And we're known to say stuff that maybe at the core of you really don't mean. Raddy's daughter said, I agreed, but so could Wayne's side. Oh, that's Audrey. Audrey said to Raddy's daughter, she agreed, but so could Wayne's side. Wayne's side could have handled this differently. Curtis Smith says at SouFLo, remember when the wife first post was not disrespectful to Buju? When he came out and said that what he said, the wife then made a voice note. So the first part of what she posted was Wayne is not the kind of person to answer. Basically, she was saying Wayne is not a confrontational type of person, you know, so she's going to answer for him. And she went on to say what she said. The voice notes of the accusations of the rape and all that other stuff, it did come after. You're right. You're right. So are you saying that her first message was about the song? Her first message was about the song. I believe it was Murderer, right? And she was saying that when the song was first written, she was there. She know for a fact, not there at the writing of the song, but back then she was with Wayne when the song was released. And she said that Wayne was credited for being on the song. So was Frankie Sly. But by the time the record got released, she see Sly drop off of the record. Them don't know what happened there, so and only Wayne and Buju was on it. The next day after that, they actually posted the record itself, the old 45 record, and it did have Wayne name on it, and it did have Buju name on it, credited. And then after that, she said Wayne's name was removed when Buju signed his big record deal in, must it 1995? Yeah. In 1992, the song make. In 1995, him signed a big record deal. By the time he got to where he signed the big record deal, everybody was removed from it. So, if anything, she said, Buju owes Wayne for royalties for that would have incurred over the years for his credit to that, one of his biggest songs. And that's where it started. And then Buju answered the way in which he did, where he said, if Uno didn't write that, we would have retired right now. How Uno can't replicate it? Like, Uno can't write the next one like it, right? Because Uno never write it. And then him says something about go suck out on the mother and go suck some other and find a man for fuck you know your hole. And yeah, so it was Buju's aggressive response. But, man, where is it going now? Where is it going now? What do you think should happen now? Morning, Murray's message 411 TV. Thank you for being here. I feel so bad for Pussy G because she cannot be seen by everybody still. Denny's big up herself. Denny's says, well, I will see him one say, I quote, if I know so, I did. That right there, Denny's, is what I'm trying to get rid of. May I try to get my people them to change certain things. You see, our elders, some things what them did say never really did make no sense. And we're at the age now where we have to admit it. Okay? If it no go so, it close to go so. Sometimes it's just a lie and nothing no go so. It's not even close to go so. But again, you won't feel that until it's done to you. See, it's been done to me. It's been done to me. And if you go back and search, and some of the lives we've done in the past, I've spoken about how it was done to me. It was done to me and Shakira. And that's when we sat here and was like, damn, if you no go so, it close to go so, but none of this no go so. So, you know, management tried to talk to them behind the scenes. Wayne didn't want what was offered. Management gave Wayne his 5% to Wayne, so they think that that would have settled everything, but it didn't. Okay. Their thing is, why was his name removed? And if his name was removed and no residuals were coming to him, then that's a whole nother story. To Buju credit, Buju did say in the beginning, he said, I love my brother, you know. I love my brother to my heart. He's talking about Wayne, right? Him saying love him brother to him heart is him brother. Him love him. But if him can't control the dog them in him yard, I don't know if he's calling the man wife a dog or he's just basically using an analogy, you know, to say, if he can't control the people that are around him, if people who are close to you, you're going to give them a platform to disrespect me, and so on and so forth, then I have to cut ties with you and I got to look at you like an enemy too, kind of thing. If there was no contract, what is he honestly owed? Well, there was a time gone by when there was no contract. And that's a sticky ground right there, Nance. That's a metaphor, sorry. Thank you, Pussy G. A metaphor, not analogy. A metaphor. I appreciate that. That's a sticky ground. Because I was watching a Teach Them interview. Big up to Teach Them. I was watching a Teach Them interview with Frankie Sly, right? And Teach Them was running through some songs of Buju. Shout out to whoever in here told me to go watch that interview, and I did. Teach Them was running through some songs from Buju, and all he was asking Frankie Sly was to say which one of these songs was yours and which one of these songs you wrote or had a part in writing. And as soon as him call out the song them, you know, Frankie Sly was like, I did you write his daughter? Big up yourself. Yeah, he was like, yep, I was part of that. Yep, help write that. Yep, write that one there too. And then they got to a couple of the songs them that I thought was like some of Buju's biggest song, Deportee. And the man immediately said, that one there, Buju never write not even one word in that one. Not even one word him didn't write in that one. Me write the whole song, me and Wayne. There's a brethren we used to, we did hype on with because him reach a foreign and him go over there and get involved in some things and him come back. Him say Buju was in Texas, I was somewhere else, wherever, and we get a call, say, yo, you don't know who drop a yard like them, deport the person. And then, you know, Wayne and them say, things change, you see, say life hard. Why you never send a penny come a yard and then things change, no one says a life hard. Why you never send a penny come a yard? You're rich, you spend the whole night abroad. Squander your money, now you're living like dog. Why get the port dropped down in a one pants, right? And him say them right that completely. And he said they gave it to Buju because back in the day, they were all in a tight circle as friends and nothing was too good to give to your brother. So if them write a song and him like it, them give to him, and he also gave them ideas for their songs as well. So the contracting, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
We're good.
All right. That's all we can try to be.
We watched the whole Irish and Chin interview. Big up Irish and Chin.
Say it. Big up Irish and Chin.
The video with Wayne. And the way the video go, the way the interview go, it was very interesting.
What you say?
Because the questions them were him asked was right on point, and the way that he explained everything from back in the beginning all the way up till now.
Like, oh, did you see? Was this the interview where there was the part where he said, like, himself, Buju did start to on the Rasta thing? Can't remember, you know, Buju never come out as Rasta, you know,
yeah,
right?
Him talk about from when
himself, like him did
used to pick up Buju in a car and take him go studio and all these things.
And then what fractured their relationship? Relationship was when he started taking on Rastafari, and him started stuff like, it dead as and fire for that time. And he must say, well, we can't eat like a little piece of chicken or sitting like the man changed so much kind of thing, right? I think I saw that interview too.
Yeah, so when I say it's like the way the man explained everything, it sounds to me like it was more of a collaboration when they would write their songs than one individual person coming up with all the ideas. I want to take the credit for the song.
Right. But if in a song like Murderer, Deportee, where Sly said Buju never write not one word in that song there. I think he went on to say maybe when him recorded him did change up a couple of things, but him never write one word in that song. And we write the song and we give to him. And never
this is how we explain it. Him say
some of the songs they wrote together, and well, allegedly some songs they wrote together because I just vibes them a bill, right? That's how we explain it. Vibes them a bill, and them know for bill vibes. So some of the songs they wrote together, and it wasn't nothing if somebody else take it. Whoever best in the group saw fit to take it, and then some of the songs somebody else write it by themselves and just give it to you if you like it.
But what we not say, just because we're all together in the studio and we're all coming up with ideas, the one person will sit down with the pen or the pencil and the paper, we are write down everything. No means say that the person write the song. Just write the song because them are the best person we know how to use pencil and paper.
That makes sense though. And that's a sticky situation too, you know, because that all come down to friendship right there, so on the level of the
exactly.
friendship. Because if I try we in here a build a song, if me and you sit down and I build a song together, I say, after me done first verse, you say SouFlo. The second verse, you start out like this, and said this. And then me I write it down and me I say, oh, Marie, hold on, set a part there again. And me write it down. It should be within my conscience now to say, you know, say I know me one write the song. So when it comes time to register the song, I need to put Marie on it as a co-writer or something in order for she to get fair credits for it too, right?
When you write a book, sometimes the person where write the book is not the one doing the typing, you know.
Right.
And then secretary or somebody sit on there and type everything what they must say.
Right.
So does it mean that the secretary wrote the book?
No, the secretary just was typing. But if the secretary was saying, I don't like this part, I think you should say this instead. And you start saying,
involve them.
Yeah, and you, but if once
in
they're
their
involved,
part that they play.
Yeah. Once they're involved, then they co-wrote the book.
Yeah, so that me get from the interview.
Yeah,
it wasn't necessarily like him just write all the song them himself.
Right, that's what I get from it too. But is Buju giving you? I'm asking everybody in here. Is Buju giving you the? Is Buju giving you the feel that he wrote all his songs by himself?
That was my thought before I saw what he did on the airplane.
All right.
After I saw that, my respect for him as a man, not as an artist, as a man, as the Rasta man that he was portraying himself to be, made me lose some respect for him. Because even if he didn't agree with what was said, there's a different way to handle it than the way that he handled it. There's a different way to say and respond the way that he responded.
Than the whole suck out the mother and go suck.
Yes, and you can lose fans, you can lose people. When you become a public figure, it's not just about you anymore.
Right. It's kind of like you take a look at our brother Jack Yor.
Exactly.
Yeah, take a look at Jack Yor. Look at Jack Yor.
I love Jack Yor music.
If he just had handled that just a little differently, you know.
I love Jack Yor music. But the first time Jack Yor went to prison, and what he did accuse of, I was so disappointed.
All right.
But guess what? I never stopped listening to his music. I love his music.
Give me a second there.
But I was disappointed in what happened.
All right. Let me, because I'm going to clear that up when you get off the phone.
Clear what up?
The Jack Yor thing. Because somebody brought that to my attention the other day, and I said,
what, the first time him go or the second time?
Somebody said to me yesterday, if they gripped somebody and then they got out of prison, would I still be supporting them big and all that? So I did ask them, which grips and oranges person you ever seen me support? And then when you said that just now, I'm putting one and one together. It is Jack Yor, because the person believes that is what Jack Yor went to prison for. Well, not believe, we all know that that's what he went to prison for. But there's a story behind how Jack Yor ended up catching that charge, which I think when we put out when did get charged for is also important
to explain how it.
So we're not creating an atmosphere where that grip name that stick on him.
Exactly.
Right. So people fully understand the whole thing.
And the new situation we're in now, when we analyze it, I feel like there are times when people try to take advantage of artists, but the way that he went about handling is not the right way.
All right. I want to ask my audience this again. This time, right? This time I want everybody to, I'm trying to see something here. Our little social experiment. I want everybody putting in the comment section that's in the chat a yes or a no. Did Buju Banton give you or still gives you the impression that every one of his songs, he wrote them by himself? Yes? No?
Yes, I got the impression.
You Murray?
Yes, until I saw the video, the interview with Irish and Chin.
Okay. All right.
Now, as far as the wife is concerned, if I was the wife, I wouldn't have handled it that way, even though I'm trying to support and take up for my husband.
How would you have handled it? Had that been your
I wouldn't have made it social media situation.
You would not have said anything publicly, like
no.
on a public platform.
No. Because of who my husband is.
Okay.
It's a part of protecting him, if that's my husband.
Well, that's the thing. She thought it was a part of protecting him, and she looking at it in a different way.
You can still speak out, but the way that you do it. Remember I said, before this, me never know about him wife or none of this,
Saying.
Before that.
Yeah, most of us didn't.
So how is it that you've been so quiet and behind the scenes all these years, and then all of a sudden you come to social media and you want to express all of these things that's been happening all these years?
Because she did her wallet. And she said her husband don't like public anything except for his music.
And still now come out and say nothing.
Because he's not a confrontational guy.
Right. And guess how he deal with it?
How?
He deal with it the mature way by doing an interview where he can explain things.
Yeah. Right now, I think Wayne has a new album coming out too, which I saw. And I thought, very interesting timing of the dropping of this album.
Yeah.
You know, you saw that? Wayne Wonder has a new album coming out. And a new project coming out. And I saw him, he's going around making the rounds, doing shows and promoting part of the project. And I thought, damn, what timing, what impeccable timing. So if you and Buju aren't friends, haven't spoken in a while, there's bad blood between you or too much water under the bridge, how did you coordinate the album to drop, like right when this beef start?
Exactly.
Up? Like, is there something going on behind the scenes that we, the public,
we don't know?
Is this? Because somebody, all right, I'm not saying that this is what they're doing. Somebody did say, SouFLo, you're going to see, sooner or later, Buju and Wayne are going to walk out on a show. This is all to fabricate. This is all fabricated for publicity. And I said, why would an icon like Buju and Wayne Wonder have to fabricate anything for publicity? But then again, when the machine gone left here, because that's just how the world has changed. That's true. You have to get out here with something that's stirring the spot.
The man with the initials BK has come and changed everything. So therefore, you have to come up with creative ways.
Right.
Now to expose yourself.
Exactly. And this is what I'm saying.
This man has taken over.
Yes. It's like nobody knows.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we get what you're saying. Nobody knows nobody else.
Exactly.
Yeah. You
have to get into the algorithm where you can fit in.
And people don't understand that it's the algorithms, and if you get squeezed out of it, you're just way over here, not trending. Nobody, I don't give a damn how good your project is or what you're saying. If you don't have like a bit of controversy in there,
yes,
you won't be seen.
And the more, how can I put it? Some people say even bad publicity is good publicity for them.
Yes, I said it here.
You're calling their name over and over. You're typing their name into the system.
Yeah. I said it here. I said in the world of entertainment, good publicity, bad publicity, it doesn't matter. It's all publicity. Sometimes these famous people will be like, oh, I heard what they said about my children, about my wife, about my life, about I'm gay, about this. I'm not answering nothing. The rumor mill is spinning. Let it spin. Because at the bank, for me, it's cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So that's all I care about. I put a project out. Everybody's eyes are on it.
Just like you and Shakira can do a video or something about something. And watch how your numbers go up.
Right.
When nothing like that not going behind the scene.
Well, check it out. Me and Shakira need to have a fight first. And we need to go on with 2 separate platforms. But we are air out grievances. Because she don't listen to me, so I talk to my audience. And me not listen to her, so she talk to her. You see what happened? You see how all the women them run gone over there, so I don't want to hear anything SouFlo is saying. Girl, I side with you, I sympathize, I feel your pain. When you and Shakira war, you want to see how quick them gone over to Shakira channel. Yeah.
To see and hear what she has to say about you.
All right, so you see. Hey, and the music gets me, though.
Exactly.
I'm on Instagram a couple of days ago, Mr. One Brother, and me make one comment about politics in Jamaica. And me see a man say, when you are going to stop beat woman, because you beat your wife, go and go apologize to her. I don't know why she's still there, you take beating and one left. And I was like,
oh
what?
My gosh. Shakira.
No, me answer
Shakira like she not go for that
at all. But me answer like Buju answered. You know, it took me out of myself and I answered
you went Buju on them.
Yes, I did. A couple of SYM but you know the controversy sell.
Yeah, SouFlo, but on a serious level, from what I experienced listening to and hearing about this whole situation, I look at artists differently now. I'm not a fan anymore. Everybody is just, they're all human beings.
Right.
They just have a talent.
Right.
They have a gift. And
they got fame.
They're entertainers.
Right. And they got fame with it.
Right. And for me, I'm not a Vibes Cartel fan or a Buju fan or a Jacure fan. I just love all the music that they produce.
But not the how would you separate the two now? Like for instance, for me, let me give you an example real quick so you understand what I ask you. How would you separate the two? Meaning, for me, I am a Vibes Cartel fan. I even told people when Cartel was locked up, and I said, I hope him not take this the wrong way, but I'm not a Gaza fan. As far as say Gaza, because you see when the Gaza something did I do when Israel did a boom out round this, so and it was you were getting dinged on social media for saying certain things, right? So I said I am a Vibes Cartel fan because I admire I'm not a fan of the music alone. I am a Vibes Cartel fan because of his entrepreneurial spirit, because of the way how he takes care of his children and his family,
and
because of the way his philanthropic spirit, the way he gives back to his community. Many list of things. So how would you separate that now? For just say I'm not a fan, I just like the music.
All of us as human beings have a journey in life that we have to go through.
True.
Everybody's journey is different.
True.
But the uniqueness of the talent is what's important to me. Now, in the morning when I wake up, I might not want to listen to Vibes Cartel. I might want to listen to some Buju. Then midday are like evening time. We might want to listen to some Jacure.
See it.
Nighttime now. Party time. We might want to listen to some Vibes Cartel.
See it.
So that's why I say it's not just one artist for me.
So you okay. Okay, so you're not really into the artists themselves and what they do outside of the music. You just into the music.
Yes,
Okay.
it's whatever mood I'm in. I can't just like narrow myself to just one artist because they all have so much to offer.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I can't just like I might not like all of Massacre songs. But there's one song that Massacre have that I will play over and over and over.
Which one? The Black Woman song?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might not like all the Alkaline song then.
Hey, pause for a second.
Or the way him dress.
Pause for a second right there, so. Massacre have a song out right now called Bossy. Big Bloodfire. And the video.
And somebody has said,
yo, y'all have to listen to this on a big speaker while watching it. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you this. It was run right next to a Tommy Lee song that Tommy Lee did in the past. And the cadence of it is pretty much the same. I'll say
that's what they might say. Same in Thief somebody's song.
I wouldn't say him Thief the song. I would just say the cadence.
But me don't know if I true.
Either way, me not gonna spin that one here. I'm just gonna say Bossy right now. Bossy bad as yas. And the video is just sick. So again, big up to Massacre on that. It's a proper project. It's a proper project.
So that's the example I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Like Chronic Law, me like Chronic Law, me like a lot of artists.
Yeah.
Me rather they on the hillside. Yes. And then Buju now him disappoint me because when we go back in the old days of Buju, the meditation song them. It's like
Rule My Destiny and all them sitting there.
Yes, and then and then the same pan it playing SYM people. It's so much weird. This is not the same.
It was kind of like seeing pastor in a church and then Saturday night you see him around a strip club and slap body and throw dollar bills and you're like, oh my God.
Yes.
You know?
You clutch your pearls. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get a chop here.
Alright,
for too long. Later.
Big up yourself. Yo. But yeah, that's how I took it too. It was like, Sunday. But hey, listen, man. We can't hold these people are humans. Marie is right. And I said it before too. These people are human beings. And they have a human side to them outside of this fame persona that is given to us, marketed, packaged, and sold to us. You know what I mean? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, morning, SouFLo. How going?
My dad and my brother Walton.
Yeah, me here talk about Buju Banton and thing. Must want to help break down some things to people about artists. You know what I mean? You can't listen to a man's song and judge him say, when him sing, that is who he is. You can't do that. So Buju is no comparison to Bob Marley. Bob Marley is a true revolutionist. He's a messenger. And what I mean by that, he have something to say to the world. And you really have passion of wanting to say something to the world.
Whoa. You said, no, I think you come out straight just now, but then you make a rotted left turn there where me can't really ride down the road there with you. Bro,
let me finish that.
But hold on, man. You have to dress up that talk there first. You just said Buju can't be compared to or it means nothing compared to Bob Marley because Bob Marley is a messenger and him have something to say to the world and him have passion. Buju have something to say to the world and Buju music carries a message, a vibration. I can attest to that, bro. So we can.
Let me finish that.
You ever see Buju perform like the brother you working in the music industry, or is music and thing. You ever see Buju perform live yet?
Me?
Yeah, you ever go on a Buju concert them yet?
Yes, man.
All right.
The whole works. I know people behind the scenes, musicians behind the scenes.
You know that part there. Yeah.
You know? But
But
tell you
how you
something.
reach at that though, bro? Me can't take that one next star. Not to the Buju.
Because I'm also inspired by people and hard. For example, if a father was a good man, you're hard to find and say your father a serial killer. It's hard to digest. I mean, I understand.
But what that have to do with the music not having a message to give to the world, bro? And that's how you drop off right there. So.
People surprised Buju act the way he act, and Buju have the character behind the music and sing. So me I try to say Buju is different from Bob Marley. Can't put in the same category. Bob Marley is a messenger who just use music to send out the message. Buju Banton now is a man who love music, a niche. You have a niche.
I think so. And me not cut you off again, but you puzzle me with this because I think.
I know what you want to hear.
I think no, and it's not that what I want to hear. It's just me. I try add some sense to the reasoning. I think Bob Marley was not around when our social media was not around in a Bob Marley time. So we never get to see a whole bag of behind the scenes and quick response. Everything was orchestrated and planned. This interview with BBC, this interview here, that interview there. Other than that, we never did behind the scene to see Baba Bona Spliff and Baba say, yo, hey, Peter, watch a blood clot idiot girl there. Every day she come around here. Going like she's smarter than everybody else. We weren't there to see it. We couldn't see it because we never have the same kind of things than what we have now. For Buju live in a social media world now. So everything is like instant. You know what I mean?
A morality they talk about between Buju.
Yeah.
If it's morality, you can't measure that. Because if we really want to go into it, you can talk about his personal life and his alleged drug use and all the other stuff that has occurred. So if you talk about morality, that's completely different. You are going to have to separate the two of them.
Call him Sir Bob used to like
yes,
something the white lady and kinky reggae and and Peter did say not in them something that so him cut and gone but business.
Yeah.
Not Peter, Bunny.
Yeah. So if you talk about morality in music, you can't separate Buju and Bob Marley. He might have feel a certain way because Bob Marley is dead now and Buju is alive. But if you're talking about morality and separating the two of them, you can't separate the two of them. The two of them have issues.
Them is no better.
There's no better. Like the two of them have issues with morality, values, family, whatever.
And the two of them music carry message, and strong messages, right?
Exactly. So
that may I try to say.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Miss Lady. You hear the Miss Lady come say. And that may I try to say to you, bro.
Good morning, ma'am. But here, ma'am, I said, music is a thing where put people in a trance or in the powerfulest thing, tool in the world.
That's true.
If we want to bring a message across, not as a powerful.
True.
That's why the leader and president and everybody used Cardi B and people of the campaign them thing. Because music sounds so good, the words is so believable. For example, Chris Brown, you know, you hear his song them singing, souls them singing, when he beat up Rihanna in the car, people shock.
No man, Chris Brown did not defend himself, man. Rihanna, one of them hothead Caribbean woman there were, who that in your phone? Chris, I'm gonna make you crash this damn car. Who that in your phone? And John crop up the money.
Him not defend himself.
I can't put my face like that. The man drive the Lambo, brother. Bro,
listen. Listen music and how he beat Rihanna.
I don't think Chris just beat Rihanna like that. I know so it go. The man did tell Fame story. I never saw it go. You know he was a teenager at the time.
Fame
too,
face.
Right?
What about Fame face? What happened to Fame face?
Chris did get scratched up, you know.
Scratch up, but she get swollen iron thing. I mean, say.
But she's a woman. If me and my wife fight right now, and me fight her, actually really fight her, me I go probably get scratched up, but she I go get all the black eye, bust mouth, and everything like that. Me and man, me can pick her up and fling her down. You know, I could restrain her enough to thump out her face. And fight happen. But all right, I'm not defending it, but you know. Y'all know what I'm talking about, them toxic ass relationships where the woman afraid to take lick from you because she make up her mind, she'll give you lick, and who that in your phone? And him phone that go off. As a matter of fact, I think the story was revealed who was in the phone when the fight happened. you know, and that. But why them hold that against Chris Brown for the rest of his life?
You know, SouFlo, he hear we want to come out and say him write Buju music. It don't surprise me either.
Well, he was a part of. He was a part of some of those songs, the biggest hits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It don't surprise me because now if you listen to Buju music, the meds, you know, the meds like before. You know what I mean? And what I have to say is that but you have a few musicians who born to send message to people, have a passion to say something. One of them a Tupac, you have Bob Marley. I have a few people where no matter how they act, they have a message, a moral, a message when they want to say to the world. And Buju is not one of them. I think Buju is not one of them. Buju is just a good musician.
Crazy. Brother, stop it. Well, you know what? My life journey is different from you, so I can't say that, but I will still say you crazy.
No, but because it's too late now. Yes. It's too late now, right?
Sure.
Because hear all this now.
Listen, Buju will go down in my book as one of the most prolific of our time when it comes to music that carries message. When I talk about upliftment, when I talk about music will move you, music will motivate you, music. Listen, that song, Till I'm Laid to Rest. Till I'm laid to rest, yes, always be depressed. There's no life in the West. And only East is the best, yes. Propaganda them spread, tongues will have to confess. What was so bad about the East? Everybody want a peace. Africa for Africans, Marcus Mosiah speak. Unification outnumber defeat. What a day when we're walking down Redemption Street. Man up all in, Bible in on one and all. Come make we try the promised land. A reparation and repatriation, the man I talk about in that song, you know. I can go from song to me not care who write it at this point. I know that it came from Buju. And I tell you about I can go on and on about Puff. You see people like Buju, Sizzler, them people there, brother, don't ever use them kind of term that we talk about no message none of the music and them me not feel like them have nothing to say to the world. Like, you can't do that, a blasphemy that, bro.
No man, the vocals, Buju is just a good vocalist. I promise you.
No,
when you come to Sizzler now, listen. Sizzler, you just mentioned Sizzler. Sizzler is a man with a passion for righteousness. Buju not there upon them level. And you have to find
some big long gun all run out on them. Extra magazine all done out on them. War them from night till sun out on them. Youngsters gorillas come out on them. Fuckers, you mean nothing to me. Stirring up my anger, that's nothing to see. A righteousness now.
No, you answer my process. Bro,
you pick who you pick, bro. You pick who you pick. And them music are gonna resonate with you according to your life journey. But me also try to tell you say Buju music powerful.
Okay, man, understand how you feel. You don't want your childhood and your past things to ruined by a man that come talk. I understand how you feel. I must share how me think and how me look on things and information when me get of a character are those that not the person. A person have a passion for certain things and who to go a certain way when go in a real life. You know what I try, But anyway, sitting there, look on Tom Cruise and Samuel Jackson and Monday, them great actors. They are just actors. The people who put the movie together, the script writer, them and write them, then go on one little abandoned house, build on one hill.
Hold on there. Give me a break. Let me take a next call.
All right.
Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFlo.
Good morning, family. How are you doing this morning?
I'm not doing bad, but I hear your flow. It's flowing.
See, manners and respect. What going?
Yes, sir. Well, I want to add something to the caller that was just calling. Okay, I'm not hitting him over the head.
Right.
But Abraham, Moses, Joshua, Paul, Peter, John. Which one are we perfect? Eh?
That's what I was going to say next. That's exactly what I was going to say next.
Morality?
Yeah.
Caller. Look on your life. Okay? I'm not bashing you. Which one of us are perfect?
Right.
Okay?
Right.
You ain't perfect. Me ain't perfect.
No, we're perfect.
Nobody is flowing perfect.
Yeah.
Me are one of the worst sinner, you know.
Yeah.
Me are one of the worst sinner God ever make.
Okay? No.
So me not have no time to watch Buju and Bob Marley and Rita Marley and Bob Andy
You have to
and Alton Ellis and Gregory Isaac.
Do you know that Bob Andy's sister is married to my father? I just thought I'd put that out there. Bob Andy, may he live on. I stayed in his house he was living in Miami. And we came down and stayed at his house with his nephew back in the day. But yeah, anyway.
We can all give messages.
Yeah.
Because Abraham wasn't perfect. King David wasn't perfect. Potiphar wasn't perfect. Herah wasn't perfect. We are not perfect. So don't touch people's morality. I remember me, I'm one of the worst sinners. So start cuss me now.
You keep on saying you're one of the worst sinners. Hold on, let me have to get into this. Why you call yourself one of the worst sinners? Because I wouldn't say that about me. Me I say about me not the worst. You did bad.
Me one of the worst sinners. Me I find fault of me. Yeah. When me can't find fault of myself, I will leave other people's business alone. We must love and stop judge. Correct people. When people do bad things, they should be corrected. Okay. All right. But not slam to the dirt and like we're perfect.
All right. No,
God was God, David, people say David was a man after God's own heart. Or whatever.
See.
David was doing some things, but David turned around and started to repent and so.
All right, family. All right.
All right. Manners. Take it easy. Yeah, later. Yeah.
Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. You're live on the air.
Good morning, Soul. Can you take me off speakerphone? I need to take some.
Can
you take me off the air? Can you take me off the air?
Off the air?
Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, what's up? Yes. Wait, hold on. You know I'm in the middle of a live show, right? Yeah, so I can't just leave my audience hanging like this. So no, I don't. So now that you said that, I don't want to do that. What I would like for you to do is send me a voice note of the part you would like for me to put out, and I could take it from there. But I don't know what I can and can't put out, so I don't want to touch that. That's huge. All right. Well, link up and send me the part, or if you when you're ready to go live and say what you, because only you know. Yes. Yeah, same number. All right. God have mercy. I'm turning up back the volume for the phone here to rotted. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. My apologies for that.
That's okay, my little brother. Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
I'm blessed, you know. I'm blessed. Run out the bathroom how much time? And you're still up on Buju. I mean,
why?
Guess what happened? Buju is my baby father, will be my baby father, will be my husband forever and ever.
See it.
Them step on him too and him just act. Yep, harshly, but I saw it go, alive. Anyway, what me call you? All right, let me tell you something in the chat before me tell you what I call you about. Banshees put something in the chat telling you how to correct seeing PG and Marie. Yeah.
Okay.
Me screenshot it, so maybe send it to you in a few.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. What I call you about now? So Saturday I went on YouTube. Was gonna look at something, and some catch me. They say a Thanksgiving service, and I did 3 adults on the thing. So it sort of grabbed me. I said, what could I really kill them people here? 3 adults together, maybe accident. So I started watching the funeral. Guess whose funeral? You remember a few weeks ago you did that couple that was gunned down and then the man run down his wife and kill her on the road?
Yeah.
It was their funeral.
Okay.
The Russell's funeral.
Yeah,
it was so touching.
Father and daughter.
Yes.
Okay.
But what really caused it? Because you say what could really cause it, you never know. So that was brought up in the thing. She got custody of the children and had a restraining order against him. So after 12 hours of getting the restraining order, that's how he was gunned down. That's when she was gunned down.
After 12 hours of getting the restraining order.
And getting custody of the children.
Because that's not the topic that we're on, and because we know.
I know.
Now the audience confused, so I'm gonna.
Guess what happened? You see, yesterday you said today is any day thing. That's why I never called yesterday, and I did 1 hour.
Right, it's all good. I just have to explain.
So me know. Forgive me, guys. Me know say I put you with the fun. Yeah, you know me in a classroom, so me just pop out to say that I'm gone again.
All right.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
All right. So the thing that Banches posted earlier, how to see PG on the screen. I can see PG on the screen. I can see everybody on the screen. It's the audience members who can't see them. So if you figure out how to do it and I missed it, post it again and I'll put it to the screen, right? The caller that just called in before, Missy Brum Brum called in, the caller that just called in before her where, Let's Ban TV, 5 up, I said, then who this and others are saying, I bet you have nothing to do with the topic we're talking about. It absolutely had to do with the topic that we're speaking about. The thing is, I can't say everything, so I don't want to say anything. That's why you hear me say, when y'all are ready to talk, because she said, you can put out some of it. Well, you told me a lot in like 1 minute. So I don't know what part to put out and what part not to put out. I do that already, brother, y'all remember the guy who, what name? The older man who killed him younger wife at Jamaica there. Beachy Stout. I did an interview with an individual who, interview. The man called me after the ends. He was in protective custody, actually. A runway from Beachy Stout. Because Beachy Stout put out hit on him life. Them shoot him up how much time, allegedly. And miss all that. He's the guy who told me, SouFLo, them are going to find him guilty. He's going down. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You see the boy where he met do the murder, that boy there going to talk on him and this, that, and the other. But same way the man said it was going to go is the same way it goes. And he said him can't come out of protective custody until Beachy get convicted. When them convict him and him there prison good, then him can't come out of protective custody. That same brother give me a long story about intricate details of stuff. And then him tell me, say, you put out what you want to put out, but some of it you can't put out, but me I leave it to your discretion. Well, you can't left that to my discretion, because as me I listen to me I hear them here. And me I say, but no one, my audience hear this too. So I ended up putting out the whole thing. Then me get a phone call. Take it down. Please, take it down right now. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo, Banches.
Yeah, what go on, brother?
If you hear echo, I'm sorry.
All right. Tell us what you were telling us.
All right. To view PG and Marie, if they're looking at their phone and they're looking at the screen, when you see the experience points, right next to that is a bar with a little dot. There are two of them.
If you're looking at the screen.
Yeah, on their mobile phones anyway.
Okay, cause all right, let me get on my phone and see if I can see what you're talking about. Cause we really want to get PG back on the screen where she's being seen by everybody. She's an intricate part of this family. I feel bad, and the fact that I can't fix it makes me feel even worse. Cause when me see our comment, I know nobody else is seeing it, or majority of the people here aren't seeing it. Okay, so when you're on the screen.
Right, you can see like live chat experience points or whatever that is, and there's a line with a bubble, and there are two of them, one on top of each other.
I'm looking at my screen right now. I'm not seeing none of what I talk about.
If you're looking at in the chat.
All right, Mervin says he now sees PG.
Yeah, if you click on that and then you select all messages instead of top messages. You select all messages, then you can see PG, Marie, everybody.
That's for the audience, right?
Correct.
Okay, run that back again one more time.
So for the audience,
yes.
If you're looking at the live chat where you're seeing all the chats running down to the right side of the screen, where you see experience points, on the right of that, there is a bar with a bubble. And there's another bubble with a bar below that. You click that button.
Oh, wow. It's working. It's working. A lot of people are saying they're seeing her now.
Yeah.
All right. So walk them through it again for me, please. One more time.
On the screen. All right. On the screen. On the right side of the screen, there's the bar with the little bubble. There are two bars like that, one on top of each other. You click that, and then you click all messages.
Okay.
And when you go back to the chat, you should be able to see PG.
Okay. All right, my brother. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, cool.
All right. PG, we don't know why they put you. I don't know why they put you in purgatory. But oh man, Banches, thank you, bro. I appreciate that because I couldn't fix it. I didn't know how to fix it, and I was feeling bad as hell. Mr. Bram said yesterday, Flo said today was a free chat day, and I work in a classroom, and I have to run out and run back. So forgive me for spoiling all your morning. I don't think anybody worried about that, Mr. Bram. You're good. You are fine. Nobody is holding anything against you for that. I just have to go explain to the people them what you said because they weren't ready for the topic because you just jump right in the middle of something else, right? So we'll guide the show properly along and it's all good. It's all love. No big deal. All right. So now they're seeing her. Everybody is starting to see PG now. I see PG now. Great goodies. Let's Bond say I see PG now. Welcome back, PG. Thank you, Banches. We appreciate you greatly. You see how community work? Because SouFLo don't forget it. So we are going to fix it for him so everybody can see her. And our member who was out and nobody can see her now, or we can all see her again. Appreciate you fully, bro. Thank you. See then, Norma Jean says the same thing. Missy Bram, you're good. You're good. Banches said you guys are welcome. I don't know how him figure that out. Nans alone say I know me can't see her, me can't bother. Boy, Nans, it is hard for me to follow the instruction them. That's why I make him say it too much time so the people them can hear it. Because me and technology is not friends. To the right of the screen and 3 dots where? I can't see nothing where I talk about it unless you come point it out to me with your finger. This one right here. Bunches saved the day. Okay, so what Mr. Brown was talking about was a story we covered recently about the Jamaican family who lost multiple family members in New Jersey. That's what she was talking about. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, blessed love SouFLo. Real up everybody.
Manners and respect, my brother.
Well, bunch to talk about the call. They say bar with double. Tell them about like we look like the volume button. The little icon will look like volume button. I set cross here. That's matter.
Okay.
All right, gone.
All right, my brother. Manners. Yes, we all need to select all messages. Actually, Mistress B is correct because if you don't, you're only going to see some and not all of everything. Again, and that's another one. For the people them who are subscribed to the channel, a lot of you are subscribed because I see my algorithm printout from YouTube. A lot of you are subscribed to the channel, but less than half of the subscribers to this channel actually have the selection that says send me all notifications. It's 3 choices there. That's why I say hover over the bell, the notification bell next to the subscribe button. If you hover over that bell, don't press it, just hover the cursor over it. You will see it give you 3 choices. Send me all, send me some, or notify me every now and then. A lot of you are selected to notify you every now and then. And that's why you only get notified every now and then. And the people them that are selected to send me all notifications normally get their notifications. So that's another one too. All right. Yeah, what she was talking about after that was the family members that lost their lives. The brother run down him wife, shoot up him wife, kill him wife, parents, mother and father in front of the children. And that's the funeral that they were having. And she was just updating us to say, SouFLo, you did say you want to know what really caused this. Well, it was within 12 hours of her getting full custody of the children that he lost it. We did an update video to that though, because the week leading up to that, he told her that he was going to murder our family, our mother and our father, and then he made good on it and he actually did it. The whole family is Jamaican, all of them, right? So that's what the call that she was talking about, just so everybody is not lost. Back to the Buju thing now, because, you know, we have to finish this up properly before we move on to the next topic. The person we call that I try to make some noise so I couldn't hear them, that's somebody's famous, somebody who's well famous, by the way. That's their child. And she's saying that if you want my dad to talk to you directly, but she was explaining to me who did what. Now, there are names in this circle. If you're going to talk about Wayne Wonder, or you're going to talk about Buju, is one of them. Just so there's no speculation or anything wrong again. Well, yeah, nothing. Is one of them. And something. That's what that was about. So them have to talk to me, because I don't know when we shouldn't put out. Because I'm going to listen to what you tell me. I'm going to find all of it intriguing. And I'm not going to know which part to take out and which part nothing. Which part for leaving, so I'm going to post the whole thing. Yeah, the brother called me, man, when the video went live. That video went live, right? I think we redid the video, and it has like 200 and something thousand views right now on YouTube. The part when this is what, babe? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What go on?
I am taking the show.
See it.
And I hear the I said I take I side. And I go down. The I now go down. The I always stand up. It's one time I stoop. It's when I was locked up. And they have to make I stoop. But Anders, I am straight guy. And the singer is here. Boom, 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 whoa. Yeah, you know all the vibes go so flow. Keep it real. I there. I pretty sure. I now watch it.
Say it.
Yeah.
Say
Take
it.
it easy.
I saw. It was Missy B at 5 up. Okay. Yeah. So back to what we said about Buju, right? I do see legal grounds. I do see a pathway to a defamation of character lawsuit. The only thing I was wondering was, where does Wayne Wonder live? Because I know so enough of them live right here in Florida, you know. I went to the grocery store a couple of weeks ago and a brother said, SouFLo, where are the run of them party? And I said, I'm looking at him because he looks like a famous musician. And he was like, I mean, man, you know, play music with all of the stars them or something. I'm like, where you are doing around here? So I'm saying, yeah, man, me just come from around Everton Blender Yard and the whole with around there with and just name off a bag of famous people. I'm like, are we all living in Florida? I think we're all, I think the whole of we move out of Jamaica gone right next door of Florida, right? That's how we did, right? So I'm wondering, where does Wayne Wonder live? Because here's the reason why I'm wondering. If he lives in Jamaica, then the defamation of character lawsuit might be a bit stickier to complete. Not saying it's impossible to do, might be a bit stickier to complete, right? Extra steps to it. However, if he's living here, where Buju de, because Buju de fired, then that's an easy suit to push through, and he will have to answer to it if it's brought up. Yeah. I'll close this off so we can move into another topic. Raddy's daughter said, I think he lives in Florida. And Norma Jean says, where is Minnie Bob? Haven't heard from him in a while. Remember, Minnie Bob told us that he was moving back to Jamaica, or he was going to Jamaica for an extended period of time first before he moved back. He called us a couple of mornings ago, I believe it was Friday, to say he's in Jamaica now. So him will stay in touch with we as he can. So Minnie Bob there in Jamaica, living his life. Thanks for asking. Florida, them say them there? Nance? Well, if it's Florida they are at, then that's an easy lawsuit to push through. You know? Honestly, I'll say this. I see where Buju is coming from. I wouldn't want anybody thinking that this is truth that they're speaking about me. I don't want to be labeled a rich. Yeah, you can call me murderer, it's cool. You can call me drug dealer, it's alright. I'm not true, me good. But don't put no rape on my name, bro. Me not gonna be okay with that. You see that grapes and thing there? No, me not gonna be okay with that one there. And that can be super damaging, especially to somebody like Buju who has a lot of female fans. You understand? Yeah. With that said though, honestly, I just hope that this works into a publicity thing more than anything else. And I hope the two of them work out them differences behind the scene. I'll say it again. The only thing I want to see, because in the first video I did, I was like, me want to hear everything. Me want to hear all of the secret them. Me want to hear who didn't know what from when. I never did a talk till now. But, you know, thinking about it now, I don't. I can't do without that. I want fresh new music from Wayne Wonder and Buju Banton in connection, in concert. Because when Wayne Wonder does music with Buju Banton, they do everlasting good music. You know what I mean? And that being what this up. The music are going to outlive all of us. The drama is a 2-day, 3-day talk and then it's done. That's where I'm at with it. But we'll continue to follow it to see where it goes, what happens there, and all these things. Let's move right along. Let's talk about I think the next one that got the most selection was the sprinter. The Jamaican sprinter. I wish I could pull up her video of her race on here, but I can't because I did up on the road for a while this week and my computer did some reconfiguring by itself locked me out of my Instagram where I would normally snatch the video from to play it in screen here. And I'm still trying to figure out how to get back into my IG. Me know if I get back in it now, but it's going to take a while and I can't do it right now. So I can't play the video. But if you watch this girl run, she definitely reminded me of Elaine, Thompson, Herah, Shelly and Fraser Price, and all the great Jamaican sprinter women who have dominated that sport, right? Sherka, Jackson. I remember one time, I see Sherka run on, I say Elaine Thompson, Herah, Shelly and Fraser Price, and the other one, them. I don't know her name. But then I did beg for forgiveness. I was like, listen, please forgive me. I'm just used to the other two. That's when Sherka did just bust on the scene. And boy, did she make me not able to forget her name now. So big up to Sherka as well. But this young lady right here, she is something else. If you look at her, she doesn't look like no powerhouse. Well, Shelly and Fraser Price don't look like a powerhouse either. That's why we call her Pocket Rocket, right? Because she's so little. Shanoya roast yam theory. Guardian opens up about Douglas speed. Because the way how she run, Shanoya Douglas, please go look her up. Shanoya Douglas breaks 200-meter record. Go look her up and look at the race that she run. We have something that Jamaica in a track and field what we call donkey lengths. Yeah. At the first in a long time, me see somebody give that the kind of donkey lengths there in a 200. And she was running with some very fast girls. And she made them look like they weren't supposed to be qualified to be at this race. I think she looks like she could go pro soon. Forget the legendary yam power. Because when she run, everybody was like, yo, a ground food that, you know. Yellow yam do that, you know. Forget the legendary yam power theory as being the main ingredients that goes into developing Jamaican sprinting superstars. For years, Jamaica's sprint dominance has been linked to yellow yam, especially with Trelawney. Trelawney, Jamaica yam capital, producing icons like Usain Bolt, Veronica Campbell-Brown, Michael Fraser, and Antonio Watson. The country's youngest star, Shanoya Douglas, has called Trelawney her home since she was 8 years old. She is now 18. But according to her, I want to get this, according to her grand aunt and her guardian, Jacqueline Blake, she's not a yam person at all. She not eat yam. She said, so them say, so what Shanoya eat? Because every Jamaican that run fast, they're trying to figure out what they eat so they can go eat it too on a global level. This is true. Yam went through the roof sales. And I think it's because of Usain Bolt why yellow yam in the United States of America actually became so expensive on the scale in our stores here. She said Shanoya eat beer burger. Beer hamburger Chanel. And them things there. So she talk about like burger, fries, and wings. Junk food, we call it, right? She has to long for food. Or you have to cuss her in order for her to eat real food. Instead of ground provisions and traditional fuel, it seems like the 18-year-old's speed might just be powered by fast food cravings and a good dose of personality, providing that not every sprint star fits the mold. The Holland High School student on Saturday broke the national under-20 200-meter record with an impressive 22.36 seconds to win the Class 1 girls gold medal. Her gold medal performance in the 100-meter finals also placed her among the world's elite sprinters, clocking a world-leading 10.98 seconds. She is serious on the track field. I mean, I tell you, so when you look on her, she don't look like she can do nothing on the track and field. She just looks so little and maga and innocent. Both marks moved her, so she gold in the 200 and the 100. Kind of like Elaine Thompson Herah at the Olympics. She's the only woman alive in that lane. unified the 100 and 200 meter gold at the Olympics, and back to back it too. Go back, go do it again. That's why I be telling people to put some respect on Elaine Thompson Herah's name, right? Both marks moved her to the 10th in the world under 20 all-time list in the respective events, 100 and 200 meters. Blake said that Douglas' talent was always evident, but the extent of it was only noticed one day when she started to outrun adults. She and my daughter had an altercation. My daughter is a big woman, and she said something feisty to her. And then I saw whole heap of we get speed, you know. Jamaican picnic them fast because them not freak for run with them and liquid. And sometimes we have to take what we sell because then we fling things after we too. And just how we grow, don't it? Yeah. So apparently she and my daughter had an altercation. My daughter is a big woman. And she go say something feisty to her. And she run after her. And she said, "Come here, little picnic." Blake recalled with laughter her daughter couldn't catch the little Douglas that day. The way she take off fast, right? When she run after her, the speed when she take off, you know, she not stopping up. Me mean say she breezing up. And that's how we discovered that she could run. She was that fast. She said, laughing, chuckling. Blake has cared for Douglas, who is the middle child of 3 of her mother's children, since she was 8 years old after she moved from Westmoreland to Trelawney. So as a Westmoreland person, I am the mother of the family and I am a teacher. So they wanted me to help her with her education wise. And I took her to school and I got her involved in everything, extra lessons, everything. She described their relationship as being like 2 sisters. She said that they had discussed her goals moments before the races. She's a determined child. If she says she's going to do this, believe me, she's going to move it. She's going to move to it, she said. I was saying to her, Shanoya, you're the win-win-win all the while. We need to set some time. You need to move from that time. She said, Auntie, I'm going to do it. That means you've been making the same time. You're win-win-win all the time, but at the same time, you need to set some time now. You know, this is going to set you apart from the rest. Thank you to the elders and the grown people and those who motivate us or motivated all of us as we were growing up. Whether it was an auntie, a grand aunt, an uncle, you know, that favorite uncle where you could have talked to, or your auntie where, you know, I want to your mother now. She all right? I saw your mother stay, man. Come talk to me. I want them. Shout out to all of them. I think almost all of us have those in our families. And that's the reason why it's important also to have family. Because sometimes mommy alone and daddy alone can't do it. Mommy over there saw work, daddy over there saw doing thing, and you're left there. You know, you need your family around. And she obviously has that. So she tell her, say, you run and beat everybody now, man. You win. But that it not stick. Like you need something else. Like set a time. Set a time where she basically tell her, say, set a time where it's going to open up them eyes to who you are. Well, she went out there and broke the record. She did set a time. She said, me I go do it. Blake had a front row seat at the National Stadium on Saturday to see Douglas' achievements. For the 200 meters, I told her, I said, me don't want any more 23 seconds, Shanoya. Past the 23. just like that. And she did it, admitting that while she expected improvement, that record break was a surprise. I am impressed. I am elated. I am excited. All the adjectives that you can find. I am a proud mother, even though she's not my birth child. Her mother is proud. The entire family is proud. Douglas, Coach Garrett Smith, said of her, the record-breaking performance was much anticipated. If you look at previous interviews, I did not say what time she was going to run, but I told them that she's going to run sub 11 in the 100 meters, and we already knew the 200-meter record was going to be broken. That was the icing on the cake. But we also know who Shanoya is. Smith, the coach, said that her achievements proved her resilience. And he noted that she excelled in the 100-meter despite feeling discomfort in her knees. So after the semifinals, while they were warming up for the finals, she fell down twice and her knees were a little bit swollen. So she ran that time with swollen knees. Douglas, who is in the lower sixth form, was welcomed back to school yesterday morning with a warm celebration that included family, friends, teachers, students, the community members. Festivities included a motorcade to the nearby parish capital of Falmouth. It's all on social media, all on Instagram. If you go over there and you look up her name, you will see it. The whole town came out for her. She's really a legend in the making. So though described as shy, Blake said that Douglas is now embracing the spotlight following her achievements. She didn't want the excitement. One of my friends even spoke to her and said, Shanoya, if you don't want the limelight, when you go on the track, come last then. She added that Douglas' response was, me no depend that, auntie. If you don't want the limelight, come last. If you come last, nobody not gonna pay no attention to you. She said, no, me no depend that. So as much as she's uncomfortable out in front with all the hoopla that's surrounding her, she still couldn't just lose a race like that. Y'all keep your eyes out peeled for this young lady. If you look at the icon for this video this morning, she's the biggest figure on my icon this morning. She's outlined in red as well, the runner. And I think that Jamaica's sprint history is in good hands because of she and others like her. There's a young man there who I need to cover as well. He is very short in stature, and they said he's super short, like them never think say him could have run that fast. And I him again. So when you look out there and you see them, these young gunners gunning, man, the elders them said the world belong to the young people them. I feel them. My grandfather used to say, I am going, when I come. I never understand what that meant until now. I am going, when I come. Well, he was going, and him gone now, and are we there now. So I can say the same thing now. We are go, them are come. I feel them world this. And definitely I look forward to seeing one day in the near future, this young lady right here so is going to grace a podium at the high level in Jamaica's name. I don't know if it's at the next Olympics or something like that, but bigger than that though, her journey is what's to talk about. I am absolutely sure that there are other countries who are looking to buy her up right now, and I'm absolutely sure that there are colleges and universities in first world countries, including the US and other places, who are bidding for her right now. How I know? There were American journalists that were there at the stadium, and one of them conducted an interview with her. So I know some of them pay attention. Plus, it's known fact that they always recruit our young runners and they end up running for universities in the United States of America and other places. Look at the story where the Jamaican brother got killed after his girlfriend stabbed him. His girlfriend, I believe, was from Barbados or Grenada or one of the islands them. But he's from Jamaica. That one there? Yeah, so they always go to the Caribbean and, get with student them from that level. High school going into college, and they come with generous offers too. Your room board will be paid for, travel expenses, you get a stipend, and you also get to do 4 years of education at a institution. Here, prestigious D1 institution, you can't ask nothing better than that. Those are 60, 80, 90, some of them is $100 or something $1,000 a year for tuition, and they will come to you in Jamaica and get you to one of these places. I'm pretty sure that's on the table for this young lady right here. I wish her all the best, and it's a super exciting journey. Guyana, Mistress B. Yes, the one that killed the Jamaican athlete is from Guyana, and she is a student athlete as well as him. She was recruited from her country, from school, just like he was recruited from Jamaica, from school, and ended up running here. Boy and girls champs always attract international track recruiters. That's true, because it's top of the line, right? It goes to say. But I specifically want y'all to write her name down and please go watch that race. You haven't seen donkey lengths like that in a long time. That little girl is special. She definitely going places, right? And as she does, we will be here to knock pot cover and load her up same way and encourage other youths them to tread down those paths as well. You can make it. Your wildest dreams can come true. Just stick to the script. Trust the process. Put in the work. And the rest will fall into place. Even if it's run, you have to run to it. It's there for you to do. Right? All right. Where I said Jamaica better really step up the plate if them don't want to lose. You know what, Audrey? That's exactly what I said too. I said, damn. Me know say America depend deck already with about 50 universities right now who would love to have her. And it's going to be hard for her to not pass those up. I know that there are nations right now ready to cut that check. Because they're saying, if we get her from right now, put in the work there. Because remember, some of these nations, you have to live in that place for 2 to 3 years, I believe, before you can actually represent that nation. If it's not your host birth nation. We learned that from the Turkey something where the Jamaican top athletes, them Jordan Hibbert and them, gone over to Turkey. And in the meantime, they're getting fat checks just to live there, assimilate into the culture, train, and get ready for when they are able to compete on an international level. So I know that the table is set for her. Jamaica, if Jamaica wants to retain her, is going to have to step up. Because one thing about the younger generation, them not take what the other generation before them take. Like Asafa Powell said, if he had known now, if he had known back then where he known now, he probably wouldn't have been running for Jamaica either and probably would have take the money and go run somewhere else. So that's to tell you a lot. And after I'm saying to see how many of them jump ship, because track and field is short, fleeting. Very few make it through to Elaine, Thompson, Herah, and Shelly and Fraser Price. Shelly and Fraser Price extended careers and is still able to compete at top level. So at some point you have to start thinking about your body is going to be breaking down. You're going to get older. Younger people are going to come in, 18, 19 years old, run past you on the track and them something there. You're not going to be hot topic anymore at some point. Is how long you can put this body through this rigorous training in order to keep earning. So you have to scrape up all the endorsements, them, all the deals, all the paycheck them while you can. I know it's on the table set for her. And if Jamaica want her to be Jamaica's sprint future, they're gonna have to put their foot down. They're gonna have to put their money down. They're gonna have to put their resources down. And you know what? I'll close off by saying this. It's full time that we start investing in ours. Instead of treating them the way we do and watch other people come buy them away from we. Or come we have money and take them away from us. Full time. With that said, let's move on to the next topic. Where's the Carissa? Carissa said, Dr. Condro need to start appreciating and taking care of the athletes or there'll be none left. Well, some people are going to cuss you and say that's not Andrew's job. But it could be. It could be because all he has to do is delegate, right? Put somebody in a position who understands that holding on to, and also cut out a big piece of the budget and put some money into these athletes, these young athletes. And then we will have Jamaica sprint dominance continuously. Generation after generation after generation. We can do it, you know. Did y'all know that a lot of the people, a lot of the athletes who you see running overseas for foreign countries enough of them are Jamaican, them, you know. They don't speak it in a camera, but if you follow the name and go look back, Canada, the UK, couple of places, couple of countries in Europe. When I hear the names, I'm like, that sounds like one Jamaican name, like one typical Jamaican name to me. Let me just go look up and see, because he's obviously not from that country. Let me go look up and see. When we go look up and see, I'm like, damn, that person used to run for Kingston College. That person that used to run for Campadone. That person that used to run for Woolmans. That person that used to run for... I'm like, that's why they left Jamaica on scholarship into the US, and then from there, some foreign country buy them. And now they run and represent, and we see them, and we don't even know, say, oh, as them. Somebody asked a question yesterday, what happened to all these athletes that we see during champs? How come we don't see them on the professional scale? You do see them. Them grow, them get big. The boy, them grow a beard, them turn young man, and then put on different uniform for different countries. That's where they go. So we have to start to invest in ours so that we can keep ours and keep our sprint legacy alive. Otherwise, somebody else is going to take it over, and Jamaica won't be the dominant sprint beast that we are anymore. There is someone, the sports and culture and entertainment minister, Bobsy Grange. Bobsy Grange is one, but the person who is responsible for it's the Jamaica Track and Field Federation, or Jamaica, I forgot what they're called, the JFFF or something like that. I'm wrong, but it's something like that. Bobsy don't have nothing to do with that. Or does she? Where's the Pussy G? Our picnic them start run from basic school. That's facts. That's facts. We start run from basic school. Power like a dirt and grass track where them spray the line out, you know, sometimes rockstone the pint and you buck your toe and sitting, and you get older before we even learn about spikes and these things. Running is in our blood. There's a documentary on YouTube that I would like for all of you to go watch, and it's about Jamaicans and why they are so fast. Then they did extensive research on us, and they found out things like it's because when we are from we born and then put we down a ground, then put we anywhere. You know, like you have your child here and you're like, oh, don't put the baby there because rockstone is on the ground, and I know, so them grow it. Then put we down out a door from we little, and we crawl in our grass and we crawl over stone, and our terrains are never flat. So your body is constantly doing something that's called writing, and your muscles are writing like this, twitching and writing to keep yourself balanced over uneven terrains. You've been doing that if you grew up Jamaica since you were tiny. Nobody never hands you up too much. So you were doing all that, and that's a part of it. Another thing they said in the documentary was the games that we play. Dandy Shandy was one of them. You remember when you have to run and then fling the buckle up in the buckle? When they fling we used to use box juice box. The box juice box used to lick hot though, because you have the sharp corner them. So we used to try beating the corner them, stuff one box with cloth, and then wrap it up with tape. And we used to throw that if we never have ball. And you run from side, you have to run go down this side, you duck, and run go down this side, you jump high, and run off this side again. Don't you notice that's all track and field training? That's all track and field training. The next one, Chinese skip, that was in the documentary as well. The other one that was in the documentary was, so when them do that game, yeah, and most of the girl picnic play this though. I don't see no boy I play this, but now and then you see one or two of the little boys, them outside with them sister and her friends, and them play them there. Yeah, but them said this year right here, so to develop the Jamaican them hand-eye coordination so good, which helps them when they're speeding down the track. It's just in the way how we are raised. So it's not just the food, it's also the things that you've been doing since. Yeah, unless you say that's the thing there. I would definitely raise my children in Jamaica if I could just get all resources and just boom. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hello.
Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family.
I'm back again.
Yes, talk to me. What go on?
Did you know Marlene Atty run for Bahrain until she was 50?
Yes, man. That's why I'm saying that's when I talk like that. I'm speaking of people like those as well. Marlene Atty. Jamaica did Marlene Atty some injustice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she paved the way in a lot of ways. And when I saw her running at that age too, I was like, damn, she still got it. And like she's never gonna quit. She ran until she was 50, you said?
Yeah, 50. I think it was 50. You can go and check it out. Sometimes you have YouTube that talk about her.
Yeah.
But also they have seniors race in some country, like older seniors race in some countries. I think Jamaica should have one of that just for in Jamaica. Because some 70-year-olds still can run.
Yeah, but that's not too exciting.
No,
but you know what?
We're not going to the world. We're just running in Jamaica.
No, it can't go to the world. I'm not going to beat that down. I lie me, I tell. It would be exciting. It would definitely be
exciting. I have a lot of people who are older and can run.
Yes.
May I tell you something?
Yes. You know what? Along those lines, you see, is when me go Jamaica, me realize every trip how staying in a foreign kind of you go down fast. You lose your abilities fast. Yes.
It make your hip start hurt
when I'm in Jamaica, me see all some 80-odd-year-old people climb some hill with steep so.
Oh yeah.
And they're climbing it with no assistance, And them wake up and them just walk. Me I go down my road there and them gone up some hill, round some
walk until him 97.
Why?
And him dead when him little bit over 100.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So I throw some webs. I think we would be in the lead with that as well.
Something about us, we are special.
Absolutely.
Very special.
Absolutely. All right, my friend.
Take care. Have a wonderful day.
You too. World Senior Citizen Championships. Up in lights. So wait, if them do that, you see, you know who is not going to be competing if they do that? Can't compete without whole heap of drugs if them do that. Leave it there, so, because I don't want nobody start talking about I'm anti anything and anybody. But we know who gone a nursing home from them reach 65 and 70. But we're gonna leave it right there, so. Anyway, moving right along. Our Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness, I want y'all to not forget Shanoya Douglas. Go check out her 200-meter champs run. You're going to be amazed. All right. Our Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Andrew Holness, gave a speech. And the speech was about crime and two criminals and to Jamaican society as well about criminality. Now, very interesting speech. I want to play it here for you. I couldn't get it in screen this morning because we didn't move too fast. However, I do have it on the phone, so we'll go back to our old school traditional way. While we're doing that though, right? I listened to the speech and I said, look how long I've been saying this. And look how many times I have said this over the years. For those of you who've been here for a while, you were a part of the group who helped to compile the list of things that we could do to make Jamaica a better society, a better place, right? And I told you that I was going to forward this to the Prime Minister's office. I sent it to the Prime Minister through social media. I sent it to people who I know are connected to the Prime Minister. I never get no response, and I didn't even get a, oh, we got it, or very interesting, no kind of feedback or anything like that. So now to see some of the stuff that was actually written on that being said, and stuff that we've said here many times being said, in the way that is being said by the Prime Minister, it confirms again, man, that they listen. They'll never tell you that they got it from you, which for me, it's cool. I don't want you to ever tell me you get it from me. That's all right, unless you want to tell me that. But just to know that it's out there. Check this out. Listen to this right, Tasso.
As a people, to be clear in our mind that crime impacts our productivity. Crime destroys the value of our service and product. We must stop seeing the criminals as Robin Hoods and see them for what they are, a pestilence.
Another part, listen. I got a lot to say too.
These criminals are not disenfranchised youth. The money that they take to buy a gun, they could buy a tool. I can tell by the clock. My statement is true. Ambivalence. And until we get that out of our minds, that we're not dealing with angels, then we will continue to cuddle them. Unless we recognize that the criminals impact the tourism product and reduces the value that we can get from it. We won't grow. And your wages will remain low. Because the service that we offer is a much better product. But we can't get the value out of it because there's this stigma. We will continue to go hard on the criminals. We will eliminate them from our society so we can get the full value of Jamaica. I want that to be unmistakable in its understanding. I am not ambivalent about it. And I want every Jamaican to be decisive about this. They are the ones that have kept us from realizing our full potential. We believe they are saving our communities. They are giving justice in our community. No, they're not doing that. They are raping your daughters and killing your sons. Okay. For the first time in 30 years, the murder rate is below 1,000. And we intend to bring the murder rate down even more. And I can tell you, once the murder rate goes all the way down in a sustained way, the value of Jamaican tourism is going to improve, and the value of the production of the Jamaican tourism worker and their pay will improve. We need as a people to
hello. That right there is straight from the playbook of this platform right here, okay? I've said this for the longest. I said the Jamaica Tourism Board needs to get on board. And I am flabbergasted that they're not more involved in reducing crime, especially our murder rate in Jamaica, because it's obvious they're still making their money in Jamaica. So you will hear them brag to us all the time about, oh, we've hit a new ceiling, or oh, we've exceeded expectations, and how much hundreds of millions of dollars we made this year. And I said they could make way more. I even said, looking at Bahamas and other places, no disrespect to these places, but they're not the jewel of the Caribbean. They're not the eye of the Caribbean. And I'm not being biased because I'm Jamaican. Jamaica, they're part everybody bucket list. One of the places you would love to go before you pass away in this lifetime, Jamaica. I got to get to Jamaica. And I said, Jamaica can outdo all these places. When I found out how much tourists visited these other places. I said, damn, Jamaica can do those numbers. And if Jamaica ever do those numbers, our workers in the tourism sector, our brothers and sisters, then they could afford to pay them handsomely at a level where them would have been proud to say that me do for a living. Yeah, man, I buy one little car, I see me nice car there. Not just no minimally, barely getting by, stand up outside at the resort after work. You ever see them in a them uniform? I look for get pick up or public transportation for go to them yard. Nobody can jump in a them own nice little car and drive off. Hell, I pull up at Walmart here and there's nice cars parked in the parking lot and they getting ready to jump out of them Walmart, jumping on one Benz gone at them yard. Or jumping on one new Toyota gone at them yard. Or jumping on something. You go to Jamaica, you see the tourism work at them sector workers outside in a them uniform. You know, say a industry them work. When them come out, a public transportation, them line up outside in a them uniform and look for go, which part them have to go. You know what I mean? I've said this over and over again. Jamaican government for the longest kept on acting like the murder rate in Jamaica was not affecting our tourism. And I know they didn't want to shock the world because every time the US says, oh, put it at warning level this, you see how everybody panic, oh, this is not good for us. This don't look good. Can we get them to change that? Our murder rate has impacted our tourism sector for the longest. It has held us down for the longest. Nobody wants to go anywhere where there's a high murder rate. That's just common sense. 1 + 1 = 2. So I've known personally a lot of people through this platform. Yo, SouFlo, you know, me and the family, we were booked to go to Jamaica, bro. But after doing that story right there, my wife said she's not comfortable going, so I had to switch. And now we're going to them say some other place. I even tell people, and that's another reason why I started like scaling back on the stories out of Jamaica. If you notice, I do more killy story for Jamaica about Jamaicans in America and in other foreign countries, because I don't want to scare anybody anymore from Jamaica itself, right? The people would tell me, I'm not go back. I ain't going there. Like, damn, they killed that many people already for the month. Shit. I'm changing my reservations. We can't keep on ignoring the fact that our high-ass murder rate of over 1,000 people every 365 days murdered would be attractive to any tourist. Of course, we were getting a lot of people coming. But if our murder rate was super low, the amount of rotted people Jamaica would have, we would literally wouldn't have hand for serve people and do things. And the money would trickle down in that way, right? The Airbnbs, the us marketing on our own, so that the people them can left outside, leave out of them, what them call it, them all-inclusive, and come outside, come spend some money, I want cook shop and eat some authentic Jamaican food cook outside of our resort. Come outside, come see how we actually really live in the island. Move around the island without feeling like you are unsafe, and go up into the hills and say what it feel like to wake up in the hills of Clarendon. What it feel like for dead on a Westmoreland Dessa, and you know, feel like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much to the island to see. And the money that comes in can spread further. Yes, there was a concerted effort. And I'm going to be brave and say this. There was a concerted effort to keep everything the way it was, status quo, because they wanted to keep the money where they had it. So a majority of the tourist dollars were being spent inside of the resorts. Now, they planned on continuing to pay us poorly inside of these resorts while profiting a lot and then shipping all their profits out of Jamaica. That is what the plan was. But that plan backfired. They were actually dependent on crime to do it, because this is how they would market the resort. Jamaica is a safe place. I just wouldn't wander outside of the resorts. But if you're in a resort, you're safe. And hey, when you book your trip, they'll pick you up at the airport. They'll drive you securely into a resort. It has a private beach attached to it. You'll enjoy Jamaica. And they have all kinds of festivities on the inside. And then when you're done, they will drive you right back to the airport and you fly back out. That's how they like to market Jamaica. You know, see no marketing campaign for Jamaica tell tourists come. And crime rate is low here. And people care. And you can go anywhere on the island. You could be outside late at night. You're safe. There's no campaign like that. The campaign basically says, don't venture too far away from your resorts. And if you do, make sure it's like a guided trip with a group and a guide, right? Scare the shit out of the people them till they're like, I'm going to stay over here at the resort. And what they do is they stay in the resort with their money in the resort. So the rest of us on the outside who have small businesses and these things, we'll never see none of that. Because that's where they wanted to keep it. That's where they wanted to keep it. But Mr. Prime Minister, two things can be true at once. And of course, I resonate with your message. That's stuff I've been saying all along. But I want to ask the Prime Minister this though. When him say eliminate criminals, I wonder if he's talking about eliminate criminal police and eliminate criminal politicians as well. Because he just blamed gunmen or small-time criminals and said they're the ones that has been holding us back from achieving our true potential. And I promise you, when the murder rate goes down to a controlled, significantly low number, we will see our true potential, because the place are going full of tourists and we are going to make a whole heap of money. And then the pay scale for those who work in that industry will rise and they'll be getting paid good money. Sir, you have to get rid of the criminal police them too, sir. Yeah. And you have to get rid of the criminal politician them too. The only people who don't like when I talk about criminal police is the people them who are criminal police. Especially the police them who are criminal. Them not like hear me talk about criminal police. The good police them know say true me talk. You need to get rid of them. Right now, there is a police constable who is in a bag of hot water. A triple murder scene. He's accused of being paid to go put in work. You think of him alone? And another thing I'm having a problem with is as the murder rate decreases, police killings increase over 200%. So you're still scaring away the tourists them, because especially black people who are tourists, they might start thinking like this: I don't want to go to Jamaica, and next thing they mistake me for a Jamaican and damn police kill me. You see how the police kill over there? Yeah, they done killed like how many hundreds of them within the last couple of months. Bro, let's go somewhere else. So, Mr. Prime Minister, we still are going to have to find a balance. All right, it's not the little gun boy around at the corner, because him most of the time can't even afford that the gun there. We have to provide a balance. The balance will have to include not only getting the little small time, whatever you want to call them, outer communities and off our streets, but it starts from way up there. So, okay, so your criminal politician them, a lot of them are very much a part of what is happening. All right. The criminal police them, they are very much a part of what is happening too, to help to increase the murder rate out in these streets. All the stuff we talked about over the years, the CCTVs, the individual cameras or body cameras for our law enforcement officials, so that they, every time they stop or engage with a citizen or go on a operation that is planned, they should have body cam footage to show when time them come back, come tell we say them killed 3 boys last night, and the story is not always them point gun power and we shoot first and kill them. It's something else. You know what I mean? It can't just always be that. It's actually getting kind of scary now. It's actually getting kind of scary now. So all these other things are going to have to be implemented as well. I applaud the fact that the first time in 30 years our murder rate is below 1,000. and I hope to see it get cut in half by the end of this year, because I would be elated to see our murder rate go to 400 and something. And then the next year after, I give time. The next, cause Rome wasn't built in a day, as the saying goes. The next year after that, I see it gone down to 200 and something. In my lifetime, I would live to see Jamaica have 50 murders for 1 year. Oh my God. If anyhow Jamaica reached Deso, to where Jamaica has 50 murders per year or less, Jamaica would see a boom in tourism that they only dreamt of. Only in your dreams you have seen this. I promise you this. If they can get us down to below 50, you would see a boom in tourism in Jamaica that you had never seen before. You would see investment levels go all the way up. Do you know how many people want to invest in Jamaica, including the 2 point something? What was it? They said there are more Jamaicans who live outside of Jamaica than lives inside of Jamaica. So including that big old diaspora of people who are craving to go invest in a Jamaica, but scared. Nobody not scared than Jamaicans who left Jamaica to go back with something. Nobody is scared than us. Some tourists are oblivious. Some tourists are very well aware that they mostly kill their own kind. I think we're safe, John. You know, we're good. As long as we stay out of certain places that they said don't go, we'll be all right. Even then, if we go there, I think we'll still be all right. It's mostly Jamaican who knows a place not too safe, you know. Between people that thief out the whole of your money, people that mash up your investment, people want to kill you because them feel like say you've achieved and accomplished so much and them entitled to some of it and all these things. You might have to go run left where you start, Bill. So boy, I might as well just stay right there so which part me there. You see, anyhow, we make the country murder rate go like that low, Mr. Prime Minister. Hey man, then we would see a boom. Then we would see a boom that's worth actually talking about, you know. But it's not gonna be one thing. It's gonna be a bunch of things. It's gonna be a bunch of things. I said this already about our tourism industry and how it has affected, or how it has been affected by our murder rate. And a lot of people, I don't know, tourists still go to Jamaica, no matter how much people them kill down there. Even I started saying it. Boy, the flight them pack. Boy, you hear Mr. Bartlett again, how much more money them make this year, how much more, thousands more than last year came in again. But at the end of the day, it's still just a drop in the bucket compared to what we can truly accomplish if that murder rate goes all the way down and is sustained at that level. I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I want to see it. For me, like I've said, Jamaica has always been a glass that is half full. I never see this glass as half empty. I'm always hopeful about Jamaica. I always feel like we can achieve these great things that we think about and speak about. And I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. I'm being very optimistic about it, that it's going to happen. Sometime soon, though. Sometime soon. More people would definitely want to go back home. Stop the importing of all these products, right? And problem will be fixed. Well, according to how the world is set up, Audrey, we have to import. Because nobody is going to take our stuff if we're not taking their stuff. I've figured out that that's how it goes. But what I think we should be doing is we should be on equal par with others that we do import-export business with. So if I take 5 tons of this from you, you can take 5 tons of something else from me at an equal exchange. It can't be I'm only allowed to ship one thing into your country or 2 items, and you control the market in my country of how much meat come into the country, how much grains come into the country, how much this, how much that come into the country. It shouldn't be unbalanced like that. And that is where, again, our great Prime Minister, along with his cabinet, need to iron out the paperwork to make sure that we are on equal par. Also, them all-inclusive resort and them big chain are sitting there where they're opening, including the fast food restaurant them in Jamaica, they could definitely afford to pay the people more in Jamaica. Because if you look at the price at which, let's use fast food for instance, if you look at the price at which the food is being sold in Jamaica, it's pretty much the same price as what it's being sold for in the United States of America. So how come, and you have the same amount of business, so how come you can't pay them the same? Because your government allows them to set the scale at how much they want to pay us while they're on the island. That's why. So again, and them thing that contribute to people's spirits are broken. You know, it's easy for us to say the gun them where them take them money by, them could have used it by a farming tool. But let's talk about how what's in farming for a young youth where I come up. It's not like you have the place set to where youths can look into it and say, yo, look on the farming industry. Brother, it's booming. Where you going now when you leave school? And one of them said, boy, I want to do auto mechanics, you know, and next one said, I want to do engineering, you know, and next one said, I go study medicine, I want to be one doctor. And the next one said, farming my thing there, you know. Yeah, man, a farming my thing there, you know, see how lucrative it is. All the youth them see is beer importing. People barely export nothing. They're not interested in that. So it's easy for you to look good in your suit and tie and talk about the money they're using to buy the gun, they could have used it to buy some tools. They can use it to buy some farming tools. You have to make it that way there where they are motivated to go in that direction, sir. Yeah? And then when you do, you'll be surprised. Nobody make it look like, say, we're workless. Because we are not. Most Jamaicans are not workless. Most Jamaicans don't come from a family that is workless. Even the one that will come from family where workless, them still want to be somebody. At some point, they wanted to be somebody. You're just looking at broken people. People who have tried for too long and never work out, so them just turn workless. But majority of Jamaicans are ambitious people who want something. For our young. So if you set the thing right, and where we can actually see a way through it, because another thing about us is rebellion is in our blood. So you can't set up a system where look like it a go slave way. Because anything will look like it a slave way, we are going to lick out upon that and we're definitely going to rebel against it. And that is the problem that y'all are having there. When you set the system in a way where it look like labor is attractive slavery. And you hear the one them where I work where I say, boy, you look at money better than nothing still. And then you have the rebel them who say, me not work for that a blood clot. Somebody have to go kill me. I prefer go chop a line or do something else over there. So. Not saying that it's right that they do that, but you have to make the incentive better than what we have now. Right? You can't be giving foreign businesses more incentives to open up and do business in Jamaica. And then when a little entrepreneur wants to start up is an issue. He have to do more running around than everybody else. It's in his own country, and he's watching foreigners in his own country get all kinds of breaks, while him can't get the same kind of break them. A lot of things need to be fixed along the way, and then we will be at a place where murder rate goes down significantly, tourism up significantly, money is being placed in people's pockets that they can proudly live off of and tell people, say, that's how me work, man, and that me do for a living, all them something there. So it's not just one thing. Nobody come scapegoat and blame it upon just the little youth them where take up badness. It's a bunch of different things, all coming from the list that we made and gave to you and to your administration, including this right here where you talk about this morning. I love it. I love it. Nobody are going to be able to tell with nothing. Can't wait. Not true? Anyhow, them get it done, them I tell us that nobody is going to be able to tell us nothing. But let's see how much they love Jamaica, and let's see how much they're going to actually work to put these things in place. When it comes to Jamaica, man, my vision is bright. My vision is bright. I see the future, and I see it bright. I see a bright future. It's how we're going to get there is the issue. How we're going to get there is the issue. But, you know, again, we remain optimistic. When you say, Audrey, criminal friends, them were bringing the drugs and weapons freely. None of that me I talk about, man. Them have to fix up the criminal politician them and the criminal police them and these things, and then we will be on our way. We'll be on our way. Checking out in the next 5 years, and I hope the murder rate is below 50%. That is in your plans, Pussy G, the next 5 years. You know, so I think, I not talk my business too much, but I think mine is around there too. You know, I have some more schooling to finish up because that is required for what I plan to do in Jamaica. But yeah, me I look for check out too around them times there, around that period of time as well. I don't want to be in somebody else's country forever. I don't even want to age out in somebody else's country. I never feel like I'm home. I never feel like I'm welcomed. There are opportunities out here, yes, but that feeling of not feeling like you are at home never leaves you, and that feeling get tiring the older you get. The older you get, the more you're reminded, like, remember, I come here from young, you know. So the older I get, the more I'm reminded, like, this ain't your home, bro. This is not your home. I don't care how much you contribute. I don't care how much you build here. I don't care what level of success you achieve here. It's still not your home, and they will remind you constantly that this ain't your home. Nobody at Jamaica can remind me constantly nothing but my yard, because I'm a yard. It's my yard. And yeah, it's all in the plans to reach back a yard. Our final story for this morning will be about a firefighter who obviously got caught up in a love triangle and got killed. This firefighter actually got shot while he was in bed with the man's woman. Before we get into that though, let me remind my people who are festive people like myself to remember to go to vibesislandexp.com. Vibes is spelled VYBZ as in Vibes Cartel. vibesislandexp.com. Tier 1 is still open, but Tier 1 is closing soon because Tier 1, I believe, is at now 95% sold out. And once Tier 1 closes, they're going to open Tier 2, and then Tier 3, and then Tier 4. You don't want to end up at Tier 4. The tickets are significantly more. If you can catch it at Tier 1, go ahead. It's the same cruise. Sometimes it's not really the whole thing we are going to go on. Go up on vibesislandexp.com and go look it up and see what me I talk about. And you have a lot of time to plan. A whole lot of time to plan. And treat yourself. We already did our down payment. So we're definitely going to be there, right? And I would love to see some of you from here, there. With that said, another one is the last one for the morning. Oh, big Airbnb news in Jamaica. I did not know that Airbnb owners or people in Jamaica who do Airbnb business could not get their monies directly. Like when we book Airbnb, we're in America booking to go to Jamaica for Airbnb. We pay in American dollars. I did not know that they were not getting that money and could not get that money in their own accounts in Jamaica. Well, things changed overnight. So now they could get their money in US dollars in their local Jamaican account. That's a beautiful thing. Support the Jamaica Airbnb system. That's where I stay all the time. That's my way of giving back. And Jamaica have some beautiful Airbnbs, make you feel right at home. We wake up and cook food like me there in my yard. And then, you know the vibes go already. All right. Last story for the morning now. This firefighter. If you look at my icon this morning, you will see him wearing a vest, a red vest. I'm going to tell my brothers this. That's sneaky something there. Men are killing for men always been killing for their women. But men are killing for their women now more than ever. You know, you go touch a man things and worst part you end up in bed. Remember when me talked to him about how when you're an old dog, how you move? Yeah. And the man might kill you not because he's a next man. The man will kill because there might be some man sperm on him pillow him lay him head when him go sleep next to him woman. They might kill because him realize some man hood towel is actually his hand wash towel. You know, when you're done use the bathroom, wash your hand and the towel them and you wipe your hand and or your decorative towels. And them something that make man kill man. Check the story out real quick.
Bush said little during his arraignment in Bridgeport Superior Court this morning, but the silent message delivered by dozens of city firefighters spoke volumes.
We are unified. We are professionals. We will always show up to do our job, and we will always stick together and support each other and support the community.
About 60 of Bridgeport's bravest filled the courthouse to face down the 40-year-old accused of fatally shooting and killing Terrence Kramer inside a home in Stratford early Saturday morning. The 41-year-old father of two young boys served more than 9 years as a city firefighter.
If you didn't know him, you wanted to know him. When you got to know him, you wanted to emulate his qualities, his humility, his friendliness. He never did not have a smile on his face.
We thank everyone for the support for his young boys that he looked after so much, and he just wanted them to be grown men. He wanted them to be good men.
According to court papers, Bush entered the apparently unlocked home shortly before 2 a.m. and found his ex-girlfriend in bed with the firefighter. She heard him yell, "You're here with another man." Moments later, gunfire, and firefighter Kramer cried out, "I just got shot." Responding officers found Kramer on the bedroom floor with a gunshot wound to his right thigh. A paramedic pronounced him dead on the scene.
It's sad. It's heartbreaking. You know,
that's a femoral artery shot. That X something there. Yeah. Right. That's not no X. That's the man woman. I don't know X. And the man woman. And that's why the man ball out. You in here with a man. And let off gunshot. It's not no X. It's a woman. Y'all be careful out there. Hang up on the X. I don't know X. They still talking. An active duty Bridgeport firefighter was killed after his girlfriend, who is now his ex-girlfriend, his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, it says, shot him in a fit of rage inside of their Connecticut home, according to an arrest warrant. Jabari Bush is 41 years old, and he was arraigned on Monday morning. When y'all saw him in court, 60 firefighters lined the walls of the courtroom, basically to intimidate him, I guess, to let him know that you took one of our brothers and he belongs to our brotherhood, and it's not a non-go, so you kill a city official. According to them, they said that Bush was obsessed with his ex-girlfriend, alleging that he bombarded her with unwanted phone calls and text messages which she took and engaged. He showed up unwantedly at her place of work 2 days ago before the shooting happened, and Bush was charged with murder, home invasion, criminal possession of a firearm. And he's being held with $3 million bond, which means he's probably never going to get out until his trial, where he will probably be tried and convicted and sentenced. Be careful who you out here dealing with. Whether his ex or not ex, be careful who you out here dealing with. You know, some people move on very quickly, too. And for men, y'all better make sure you find out when was the last relationship she was in, how long ago in the breakup, and who were you with. You know, a lot of women like to hide their ex, right? Because some men judge women by their ex. If you were with certain people already, certain men would never want to be with you. And some women know they were scraping the bottom of the barrel with them last man. And now this a man that look like a up and up man. So there's no way she could ever let him know that that's who she did that with before, kind of thing. So she'll hide it. She'll be like, you don't need to know. That's my past or whatever. Are you insecure? Blah, blah, blah. But it's important to know because of stuff like this. I need to know when last you and the last person you were dealing with broke up, or when last one came together, or when came together. Yeah. Or when last had interactions, kind of thing. Is it really over? That type of stuff. Him lay up in a bed comfortable. Me sure him just put in some hard work there and there, chill, relax himself. Who knows? And next thing the man appears in the house and shout out, "Oh, you ain't here with a man?" Bow! And you dead. And you dead. You gotta be careful out here. I don't see this happening to women. You know, a woman might, except for the one Jamaican girl where fly from New York, come to Florida, come pretend she was door dashing or something and kill the girl over her ex-boyfriend. But you don't hear these stories too often as far as women go. Like the women killing the new woman or whoever the man is moving on with. Y'all will meet y'all out the road and fight them and all these things. But you don't hear them doing all that. It's usually men that do this. So us men have to be careful. Me a one burner, me good, me there me yard. Me not doing a damn thing. So I don't have to worry about me. Unless me come find somebody in my house, then you don't have to worry about me or him. But for those of you who are still out here looking, be very careful. All right? May his soul rest in peace. It's sad because if you watch the whole video, his boys are on the video. He has sons, 2 sons he was raising, and his 2 sons act like him, like the mannerisms and everything like that, and they wanted to be firefighters too, and now they don't have a dad. Somebody who is so close to them, their main protector, provider, caretaker, leader, is gone just like that. Because some man decides, I might think that. I'll close like this. Ain't no damn woman in the world me I gonna love that much or want that much, because that's not love. That's craziness. Ain't nobody in the world worth your freedom. This message could go to women and men. Ain't nobody in the world worth your freedom. Because now you kill that man, right? And you're there on a $3 million bail and you don't even look like you have $100,000 to your name. You're going to prison and probably for the rest of your life. Now you're going to be surrounded by dicks. You kill a woman will have one pum pum and you will forever be surrounded by dicks for the rest of your life now. How you going to make that out? How are you going to make that out? It was a choice and a stupid choice. 2 young black kings, right? Out here without their father. Yeah. May they be guided. May the right people step in. Hopefully they have good grandparents and aunts and uncles. Like I said earlier, sometimes your family can't do it, as in mommy and daddy, and we need the extended family kind of thing. Right. I had that. I had the extended family members, the one them where used to tell me, come on, get up, let's go. Yeah, you can do this, blah, blah, blah. Motivate you and talk to you because out of love, like without wanting to molest you off or do nothing to you. Your children are left vulnerable when you're not here. You leave this earth and leave minors here on this earth, your friggin' children are vulnerable. They're vulnerable to all kinds of stuff. We live in a crazy world. But we wish the best for them and hope, aside from their grieving the loss of their father, that things will eventually work out and they will get some level of closure and peace to what's taking place. This whirlwind storm will just blow through them life just now. That's all we can do. Can't do much of anything else. And we can take lessons from what just happened as well. Yeah. We're going to leave it here so for today, though. Manners and respect to each and every one of you tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. The goal was to go till 11 a.m. and we are here closing out at almost 11:30. We had a solid morning. Tomorrow morning, though, will truly be a anything goes. I've been wanting to do a anything goes morning for quite some time. Tomorrow morning will truly be a anything goes morning. That means that for the people them who are watching from the outside, there's over 700 people in here now at the closing. For the people who are watching from the outside, come with your topics tomorrow. And if you can't be in at the chat, you can use the phone. But for those of you who want to be in the chat, go get your membership and get in the chat. Tomorrow is probably going to be a straight up anything goes morning. It's probably going to be wild because that's what happens when it's anything goes. It's anything goes. So please don't come here with your Bible in one hand and your church hat lean sideways and holier than thou art attitude. We do get out of control sometimes over here. And I think I want to make tomorrow morning one of those mornings. So I'll see you there. Like my granny Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And like my grandfather Mas Cleavy said, I will see you tomorrow. If, and only if, God spare life.